Hi, everybody, and welcome to the campus of Hamilton High School in Hamilton, Michigan. I'm Joe Sack for Tom Mikowski, but today we have a special guest, our super sub, Steve Abid, sitting in for Tom, who happens to be down at a conference in Columbus, Ohio. So tonight's game is going to be brought to you by Joe and Steve instead of Joe and Tom. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Big matchup as the OK White conference play begins tonight. And West Catholic is in the middle of a 3-game away stand away from home. Tonight, West Catholic 2-1 will be taking on Hamilton 1-2. Of course, West Catholic last week had a nice win over South Christian, 27-20. And it was, I think it was, Steve, obviously you were there. You have a grandson on the team. You're here most of the time for West Catholic. But, it was good coaching. The situational coaching awareness was real good. Time management. And, of course, as we talked about, plays, when they needed to happen, they happened as the game wound down.
Yeah, those kinds of games can say a lot about the character of a team.
Right.
You have a team that is a strong opponent, and that's the first time we've ever beaten them, if I'm correct in that.
You are.
So to get that win, to walk out of there on the road, few tough breaks that we were able to overcome, and they pulled it out, so I'm proud of those kids.
Yeah, they did. And, a little bit more defining on what this team is, still a little bit of a mystery. You just don't quite know how good West is and how good is South Christian this year. It appears Northview is a pretty solid team, and West Catholic having the lead on that first game of the year midway through the third, only to have it fall away from them 32-21 Northview. I think they're learning a lot. And I think the team, is coming together, and they're being coached and allowing themselves to be coached.
That's true, and I've appreciated that. At the end of the Northview game, I was pretty disappointed because I thought we should have won that game.
Right.
And now in watching Northview the following weeks, it's like, they're legitimate.
They're legit.
They've got athletes there, and it feels like they're well coached. And so we'll see as the season progresses, but. Yeah, it's early still, even though we're this far into the season. We're trying to find our identity a little bit, I think. So.
Agreed. And there's areas that they have. I think the receiving core was a little bit of an unknown in the first game, but I think that has kind of mended itself. We found some guys that really want to catch the ball, and we're gonna go into all that in a minute, and we're gonna review the South Christian game, but. Want to thank our sponsors that bring this broadcast to you every week, starting with Fox Pools with our Fox Pools pregame show, swimming pool installation, repair, supplies, and accessories, sponsoring our Fox Pools pregame show, and by Custom Caulking, where quality is a priority, serving both commercial and residential customers, sponsoring every Falcon touchdown. And by West End Body, the West Side's best collision repair, they sponsor our halftime show. Frank's Market, fresh meats, kielbasa, and so much more. Padgett Business Services, small business experts for accounting, tax preparation, and payroll. By Duba & Tuba Attorneys at Law, simplifying the legal needs of businesses and individuals throughout West Michigan. Shaner Avenue Nursery, landscapes from concept to completion. By Moore & Sons Roofing, your certified local Owens Corning roofing contractor. By Realtor Melissa Homewood, The Lash Group, and Epic Realty, your real estate done right. Culver's of Comstock Park, Cedar Springs, Cascade, and Lowell, welcome to Delicious. And by Lamoureux Farm Market and Cow Licks, open daily, year-round on Lake Bella Vista in Rockford. And, of course, by your Falcon Touchdown Club, organizing and funding the best high school football program in the state of Michigan. So looking back at the South Christian game, West Catholic's offense seemed to be clicking. A couple of miscues. There was a pretty critical fumble when it seemed like West Catholic was driving, and then a pick six that allowed the first score for South Christian. But overall, Grady Augustin at the quarterback position, 14 of 19. He had 191 yards, 2 touchdowns, and, of course, that interception. Receiving-wise, Cam Inbody, nice job. Wide open, 42-yard touchdown. Owen Hunter on a slant, 35-yard touchdown and a TD. And then Connor Olszewski, 4 receptions for 30 yards. Thomas Puxta, 3 receptions for 29 yards. It seems like, that receiving core has ironed itself out a little bit, found guys who've got some sure hands, and I think that's going to give Grady Augustin, a lot more confidence from his position.
Yeah, I think having options helps. Like if you have one receiver that you go to all the time and the defense knows that, then you're limited in what you can do. But if you can spread it around a little bit and try to give everybody a few touches, it makes the defense have to think a lot harder about how they're going to cover what we do.
Yeah, keeping them off balance for sure. On the ground, what we like to call Batman and Robin, Colin Abram and Connor Olszewski, those two combined for 29 carries. Abram, 14 carries for 85 yards, and Connor Olszewski putting the team on his back like he always does, 15 carries and 80 yards and 2 touchdowns on the day. So rushing-wise, 36 total carries for the team for 175 yards and 2 touchdowns. And, of course, Grady Augustin passing for 14 receptions for 191 yards and 2 touchdowns, 366 total yards on the day for the offense. It looks like it's coming together and looking a lot like West Catholic football.
Absolutely, and that's a lot of yards for a high school football program.
It is. And here we are, up in the press box in Hamilton. Exactly. On the year, the offense is 110 carries, 561 yards, averaging a little over 5 yards per carry and 6 scores. Connor Olszewski's got 38 carries, 213 yards. He's got 4 touchdowns on the year. And Colin Abram, these guys are back-to-back. Their numbers are so close. Abram's got 36 carries, 224 yards, and 2 touchdowns. They are different runners. I mean, they really are. Connor Olszewski is very much, he's a patient and very brutish runner, I would say. Very, very physical when he runs. And I see a lot of patience developing in the way he's playing. He will walk himself down the line to find those holes and, might be a little bit slower, through those holes, where Colin Abram is you get him the ball and he's just a flash, right? And very shifty type of a runner. Do you see it the same way, Steve?
Absolutely. And I've been watching Colin since he was in 5th grade. So
okay, all right.
I've been just watching him develop. You could put either of those kids wants to put the team on their back.
Yeah.
And that's what I like. They want the ball. They know what to do with it once they get it. But the thing that I really like about Colin is that he will go out of his way to run over somebody.
Okay.
As the former offensive line coach,
sure.
Sometimes he creates his own blocks, and he did that in the 3rd quarter last week, and it was just a thing to behold. I was impressed. The kid ended up being laid out. So, not injured, but on his back. So, I like watching that. But in the same with Connor, I mean, he wants the ball, and he knows what to do with it once he gets it.
Yeah, definitely. So Batman and Robin, we've covered them. Passing-wise, Grady Augustin, 36 completions for 425 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions on the year. 32 of 56 for 57%. He's found these guys. Puxta has really stepped up, okay, a real mystery kind of a player, until the last couple of weeks. 7 receptions for 73 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then Owen Hunter, 3 receptions for 87 yards and 2 touchdowns there. Leading the team, though, in receptions is Connor Olszewski, 7 receptions, 55 yards. And, boy, has he got great hands. There was a couple of plays last week coming out of the backfield where I don't know how he contorted his body, put one hand up in the air, didn't skip a beat, and ran for yardage. Just a just a really complete player in Olszewski.
When you're coming out of the backfield and trying to make a catch, that may be a little bit harder than being a wide out and then having some space to work in downfield, because the defender may be a lot closer and may even have a head of steam when you're doing that pattern out of the backfield, and he's got good concentration. He looks the ball right in his hands, still makes the moves and gets upfield, and that's what you got to like with those kids.
Absolutely. West Catholic's defense has been phenomenal the last couple weeks here versus South Christian. I mean, a great follow-up from a decidedly lopsided event against Coopersville, limiting South Christian's running attack last week to 50 yards on 24 carries, and that's got to make Darren Smith, feel fantastic.
Yeah. Yes.
Trust
me. If you keep a team under 100 yards, that is amazing. That's really awesome. So yeah. I'm happy with that.
And leading tackler for West Catholic over the past 2 games has been Jael Jujem. He had 13 tackles, 9 were solo, and 1 tackle for loss. Another one that he's playing both sides of the ball is Colin Abram from his linebacker position. He had 11 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. And Connor Olszewski had 7 tackles, Gillespie 5, and then we had 4 people sharing 4 tackles apiece. That'd be Cam Inbody, Max Wildman, Jack Franzak, and Schultz. Franzak, a lot of pressure last week. He was in the backfield, and he was forcing the quarterback, to really, they fell under 50%. Last week, but I was very surprised and enthusiastic with the way Jack Franzak played, as well as Wildman. Big hits out of Max.
Yeah. And back to Jael for just a minute.
Sure.
He is a lanky kid. He's got a good wingspan, and so he covers a lot of ground.
Right.
And he is a big hitter, and so I wouldn't be surprised if teams try to run away from him. But then you've got Colin Abram, and you've got these other guys. So, yeah, the defensive front and the linebacking core doing a good job.
Yeah. And Jael, we interviewed him, and it just, I think he loves the game.
Yeah.
I mean, I really think he just likes hitting people, tackling people, and he wants to be in the mix as much as he possibly can. And you're right. He's a tall kid. He's very solid.
Yes.
He's got a good physique. And, he goes side to side as good as anybody on this football team.
When he was in grade school at Holy Spirit, I had the privilege of watching him, too. I think he thought he wanted to be a basketball player. I'm not sure if he still plays basketball or not. But I think football's his sport. I think he really took to it and loves it. So.
I do, too. And he's got room to put some more size on.
Maybe.
I
don't know if he wants to do that, but strength for sure.
Yep.
But, yeah, I'm just, like you said, I think they've got the right pieces in place and can do a lot with it.
So Darren Smith, of course, doing what he does, coaching and improving week in and week out, and I think the defense is gelling, right? They're stout, which we saw last week, on the goal line, first and goal from the 1, and, 2 big stops. They benefited from a couple of penalties.
Yep.
And put them back, I think, to the 14-yard line where they went for it. But what a defensive stand, to have 3 feet to go and put them back, and then a turnover on downs. Just shows you, they're stout. They got some swag all of a sudden, right, and confidence. And that's so good to see. And that's a Darren Smith defense.
Absolutely. And those kinds of stands will help you later in the season, and it gives your coaches confidence about things they can do. Later on, maybe we go for it on 4th and short and don't make it because we know the defense can stop them.
Right.
Those kinds of things are pivotal as the season progresses and as you get closer to the playoffs.
Yeah, that was such a big impact for the series and really a momentum swayer, for West Catholic.
Yeah.
That's what I felt. And then they went right down and scored.
That was the thing that I think that set a tone, and the offense is, okay, let's capitalize on this and then go.
Absolutely. Rush defense, last 2 games, has only given up 70 yards, right? Pretty amazing 50 yards rushing attack from South Christian, and a paltry 20 yards for Coopersville. Not where they want to be, obviously.
No.
A friendly foe, right?
Right.
But I mean, to pitch 2 games and only have 70 yards given up total, really speaks volumes.
That's West Catholic defense.
It is. It truly is. Historically.
And, I think in both cases, Coopersville and South Christian, we have memories of what happened last year and in previous seasons. So some of their star athletes are gone.
True.
And we were able to, even though we've lost some stars, we were able to rise to the occasion and take advantage.
Yeah, I don't think, Coopersville the last, I'm going to say 3 years, maybe 4 years, talent-laden.
Yeah.
And we expected them to go a long, long way. But unfortunately that didn't. Anyways, that's in the past.
That's right.
That's in the past. We've played those games.
Yes, we did, and now we're looking forward. But you've got to incorporate a little history into your...
You always do, right? We've got a half an hour to talk here. We got to fill it with something.
Well, if we're going to do that, I have a lot of stories.
Okay. And I'm sure everybody's going to love that. I know my brother Andy already called. Yeah, just let Steve tell some stories. And I'm like, okay. Passing defense last week, South Christian 14 of 27, 226 yards. They had a big one that they had a couple of big plays on that. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. And the interception, Thomas Puxta, right? He not only catches them on offense, but he catches them on defense, doing a nice job. There's some combinations out there in replacement of Aaron Record, who's down for the season. Real disappointment, right? He's out, but a mystery I think solved here by a couple of different players. We're seeing that Cal Peterson is playing, and now we see Thomas Puxta filling in there, and nice again for a guy stepping up and getting an interception like that.
You hate to see anybody go down with an injury, especially a season-ending injury, but to have people ready to step up, wanting to take that role and being able to perform once they get the opportunity, sign of good coaching, sign of the character of the kids that are on the team. So hopefully we can play injury-free from here on out. But it's a fact of the game.
It is a fact of the game.
Happen.
So past 2 games, West Catholic's defense has held opponents to 19 of 38 for 301 and under 50% completions on the year, which is good. That is an area that will be improving, and we hope to see some of that tonight against Hamilton.
Yeah.
Quickly here on the Fox Pools pregame show, we want to thank Fox Pools. They're located on Alpine Avenue between 7 and 8 Mile Roads. Fox Pools is West Michigan's best source for in-ground and above-ground pools, featuring a full-service showroom with chemical supplies and accessories, offering annual closing and opening service as well as repairs and installation. Fox Pools does it right. Taking a look at Hamilton, the Hawkeyes are 1-2. They're obviously an OK White opponent. This is the start of conference play for West Catholic and Hamilton. Early this year, first game of the season, they met St. John's, lost to them 22-14. Following week, Middleville, Thornapple Kellogg lost there. This was a tough one because it was a 2-point loss the year before and a 1-point loss for them this year, losing to Middleville 27-28, but picking up their first win last week against Grand Rapids Union, 14-8. So they are the Phil Copes era is done. He's gone off to Montague, taking that job, and the new first-year head coach is a guy named Zach Harbison. And Zach's he's in his early 30s. He was a 2010 Zeeland East graduate, okay, and his dad was up here when I came up and set up, and a really nice guy. He was coaching down in Jacksonville, Florida, okay, and what a fact-finding mission we had with his dad. Apparently, they have quarterbacks coming out the wazoo. NFL quarterbacks that come out of the Jacksonville area, and, the athleticism coming for that area is off the charts. He had 2 years recently at Teoki High School, went 9-11. This is a team that hadn't won a game in 3 years when he took over. And so to go nearly 500 against that kind of talent, and this is inner city Jacksonville football, and he had a spread offense there, and he's bringing the spread offense here. Prior to that, 3 years at Inglewood High School, they went 11-17. So he's a fast-paced, tempo, spread, plus run. And the interesting article MLive had on him, he talks fast, he coaches fast, and he expects his offense to be very fast. So it's going to be interesting to see him bring some youth, bring some fun in here, and probably a rebuilding effort early on. I know where he probably wants to be at the end of the season,
sure.
Right? And getting things in order and bringing excitement to the program, right?
Yeah. Bring
kids in, building it from the bottom up.
That's right.
So Zach Harbison, 2010 graduate from Zeeland East. I know that, and he and his wife had a baby, baby girl. So they bring that little granddaughter up to Grandpa and Grandma, and they're pretty thrilled about that.
That's
too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think they may also be questioning a little bit about how good or not good they might be with the scores of their games. It looks like they were in each one of them, and even the one they won could have gone the other way. So it's hard to know again until you start league play how good you might be. So we'll see.
Yeah, and they graduated a lot of players. There's only 2 returning starters on offense, so that's got to be kind of tough. Overall, West Catholic leads the series 5-0. Okay, so they haven't gotten a win. Hamilton hasn't had a win against West Catholic. Go back to last year, it was a 54-14. 2023 was a 49-0. 22 was 51-19. 21 was 50-14. 2020 was 35-7. All lopsided victories.
Yeah.
OK White, pretty tough. Nobody wants to play West Catholic, right?
Well, yeah, again. So, but new coach, new system, 2 kids left from last year's offense. Maybe that's a good thing.
Could be.
You don't have to teach a whole bunch of people what you really want to do. So I'm trying to look for positives if I can.
Sure, absolutely. And
or
as
a former defensive coach, things to be worried about, on our side of the ball. So
I'm sure they've got athletes, and that spread offense. You put your athletes in space and let them do what they do,
yep.
and you get more. The thing is the excitement of a spread offense, and getting athletes involved in every play or potentially every play.
Yep.
We see the options and a lot of that time 4 kids are handling the ball. Now you've got multiples and run pass options, and it's just a more exciting, more fun thing, and something that an offense can build on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So players to watch tonight, the senior quarterback Hudson Hulst. He'll be leading these guys. He was a cornerback last year and fell into the position of quarterback. Junior Brett Schrotenbohr is a wide receiver. Senior running back Brooks Hawkins, we called his name a lot last year. Offensively on the line, senior Tyler Michelson. He's the center. He brings experience, as well as Brody Bassler at his guard position. And then a couple of young guys that you want to watch, running back Kifa Taminga and Colt Charlson. Colt's a cool name for, tight end, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
MLive's got a pick, and, got to pick these things, right? They got West Catholic 30 and Hamilton 20, but they got to play this game.
That's for sure. That's why we play them.
Absolutely. We've got the band coming out here.
Looks like the Falcons are getting ready.
And the Falcons are just about coming out, and they're going to run to their sidelines through the big banner. And they are on the field in their whites. Tonight we want to remind you that we're at an away game, and unfortunately we won't be able to bring you any of the video. The home team typically reserves the right of that camera, and we won't be able to have a huddle feed to our game today. But hopefully, Steve and I describe it good, and I'm going to be doing the play-by-play, which is a handful, and I just take I take Tom Mikowski for granted too much until it's into this position. So we're going to get ready here for the national anthem. All right, the Hamilton Marching Band and our national anthem. Couple of minutes here to go until kickoff. Keys to the game for West Catholic. What do you think, Steve?
Defensively, let's get stops early and get the ball right back to the offense. Offense, let's take advantage of that and keep that ground game going, and then look for a big play when we can get it.
I think it's some tidying up for West Catholic, certainly on turnovers and penalties. Uncharacteristic so far this year. I think we're going to see some of that, security, ball security, and then some focus more on those penalties that have been plaguing the Falcons.
I don't know if kids pay attention or anybody to the MLive pick or any of this other stuff with how big a score should be, but you can never take a team lightly. So just play the full 48 minutes and come home with a W.
Absolutely. Taking a look at what's going on around the area. Of course, the start of conference play in the OKY. What have we got?
So we've got Silver Lake.
Sorry,
I'm thinking about vacation. Spring Lake at Grand Rapids Christian, Wayland at Forest Hills Eastern, and of course we're here at Hamilton. So
all right,
those are the matchups in the OKY.
Okay, we'll get to the other big matchups. There's some really big games around the area, but first off, we're going to take a look at West Catholic's out there. They won the coin toss. They're going to kick off and elect to receive in the second half, and take a look at the offensive starters here, the defensive starters. West Catholic's defense is going to be on the field first. And here goes Landon Smith delivering the kick. Nice deep kick all the way back to the 1 yard line.
He went in the end zone.
He went in the end zone. That's going to bring it out. It's going to be a touchback. And West Catholic's defense is going to come out on the field first. I want to thank everybody for joining us on the Fox Pools pregame show. Fox Pools does it right. So the defense is out. West Catholic is in there, all whites, white pants. White tops, white helmet in Hamilton. It's going to come out, and they're all blacks. They always look like the Iowa Hawkeyes coming out here.
The Hawkeyes look like the Hawkeyes.
Yeah. So in the gun is Hulst. He's got 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Running back sends out. He's open. And a little bit of a... try to catch him out in the flat. Falls incomplete. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10. Just a little pass to the halfback.
They don't waste any time like you were saying.
They don't. Here's the hurry-up offense, the big momentum. So Hulse takes a look at the sidelines for Coach Harbison, gets his play. 1 receiver to the far side, 2 to the near side. And the handoff goes to the running back. Quick stop on the play.
He's just smothered at the 18-yard line.
Yep. So that was 21, Brooks Hawkins. He's a senior. We called his name a lot last year. He's going to bring up a 3rd and 11.
They have 3 receivers to the near side with the H-back.
Yep. Fake handoff. Goes across the middle. Finds number 8. That's Klaus Reister. And he picks up 14 on the play, and he gets the ball all the way out to the 37-yard line. It's going to be a first down for Hamilton. And they are trying to keep West Catholic's defense off balance. They're already up at the line of scrimmage. Hudson Hulse looks over at coach, gets himself a play. Got 2 receivers near. Handoff again goes to Hawkins. He goes right up the middle. Gains about 4 on the play. Tackle there by number 44. That's Christian Patterson. Boy, and they are right up to the line of scrimmage. They waste no time.
Wasting no time.
Hulst in the gun again. 1 receiver to the far side. He's got 2 near, including Garner Hulst, who's a 10th grader. Big kid. We've got to find out if they're brothers or cousins. Here's the snap. Hulst looks back and tries to deliver to Hawkins coming out of the backfield, and that falls incomplete. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 6.
So that play that got him the first down, the slant to the H-back, that they're going to come back to that.
Yeah.
We have to be ready for it. Otherwise, it looks like the coverage is pretty good.
Hawkeyes break huddle. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Hawkins is to Hulst's right, and it looks like we've got a timeout already. And Coach Harbison comes out, and he's a little bit animated.
I don't think he's happy.
Not a bit. Yeah, he says, you guys got to remember what we did in practice. So an early timeout for Hamilton. We are scoreless, 10:23 to go here in the first. And since 1965, West End Body's been serving Grand Rapids when those days happen, and they do happen. So if you've had a mishap with your vehicle, call Gavin to get everything fixed up, working with all insurance companies. West End Body is your single source for collision repair. West End Body located at 1693 Leonard Northwest. They sponsor our halftime show. Wonder what the deal was, Coach.
You never know.
Somebody
might have been lined up wrong, or maybe he wanted to go faster than they were going. No, that couldn't have been it.
No.
I think they were lined up in a way he didn't.
All right, Hulst in the gun. He's got a man in motion. That is number 32.
It looks like the ball was out.
Carter Hickok. The ball might have been out, but it doesn't look like it went right back to him.
Now you got forward progress, so.
Right back to pretty much the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a game.
And they're hurrying up. They want to get to, it's a 4th and 6. And they hurry up the line of scrimmage.
So let's keep our eye on number 8. He's the one that caught the
big kid. Wholesale change here going into the punt unit. So that's going to send Connor Olszewski back to receive and on to punt. Looks like number 11 maybe? Brett Schrotenboer?
Yes.
There we go.
That's who it is.
Here's the snap and a nice punt.
Very nice.
And Olszewski gets it at the 22-yard line. He's already up to the 40. Dodging a tackle. There's a flag on the play thrown at about the 40-yard line.
Well, he made 2 guys miss.
Well, yeah.
It was amazing. Turf went flying, whatever this stuff's called.
Yep.
So
all the granules went up.
And then I thought we had blocking for a nice wall set up, but apparently somebody did something else.
So, yeah, the penalty's going to be against West Catholic. And they're going to march them back.
Up to 30.
10 yards to the 30-yard line. That's where West Catholic's offense is going to start out here. Right. 70 yards to pay dirt.
So we got our stop. Now let's put the ball in the hands of these talented receivers and running backs and make something happen. Yeah,
Augustin in the gun. Sends Olszewski out. Handoff. Olszewski gets about 3 on the play. Who's our man in motion there?
Number
Coach, that
5.
was Owen Hunter. Had a great catch last week for a touchdown. 2 receivers near, one on the far side. Grady in the gun sends Owen Hunter out, and he hands off to Olszewski. Olszewski's up to about the 40-yard line. Looks like enough for a first down.
Yep.
And it is.
So first time Hunter went in motion, he went behind. This time he went in front. So watch for that to be a handoff at some
looks
point.
like about the same setup here. Grady in the gun. He looks back, and he's going to air one out, and he's all the way back. He's got 19. That's Pet. Is that that's again Thomas Puxta. Sure-handed, gets it across midfield all the way down to the 35-yard line, and West Catholic's on their hurry-up. Here's Augustin, hands off to Olszewski. Olszewski's up over the 30, the 25, the 20, finally gets pushed out of bounds.
Oh, my gosh.
This is happening fast.
Yeah, the whole left side, just nice blocking. He cut it right up along the sideline.
So a first down ball's going to be, it looks like at the 16, 17-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Falcons, moving the ball at will. Here's Augustin in the gun, 2 receivers near, and he's going to call his own number, and he's getting tangled up, reverses his position, and he's going down the field all the way to the 5, 4, 3. Did he get in? And he's down at the 1, maybe the 2-yard line.
Might have stepped out.
He was in the grasp of number 25. That was Royce Wedevin, and reversed his field, went to the far sideline, had a lot of open room.
He got out of that. It looked like he was going down for sure. But
So
nice, make something happen play.
Here's West, hands off to
I think we're in.
Connor Abram, and in for the first touchdown of the game. First custom caulking touchdown, 2 yards out. Goes to Colin Abram.
Yep.
Yeah, nice job. Boy, West Catholic really looked good there. Falcons on offense. And into the game to kick the extra point, Landon Smith. There's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good, and West Catholic takes a 7-0 lead at the 8:01 mark in the first. Steve, I'm going to have you do this.
What does this do?
Well, it's just the score sheet.
Color these in? Or?
Yeah, color it in. If you need extra crayons, just let me know. First custom caulking touchdown of the day. Custom caulking is the contractor's choice for quality waterproofing and crack sealing in West Michigan and beyond, both residential and commercial. Custom caulking should be your only call. On-the-spot color blending and friendly service is what to expect from Custom Caulking. And the Norder family proudly supports West Catholic football and all Falcon athletic programs. So West Catholic looking very good, 70 yards. Nice catch by Thomas Putzka to get across midfield. Big gainer there. And West Catholic goes right down the field and scores after
less than 2 minutes.
Less than
right?
2 minutes, and that included a Hawkeye offensive set. So Landon Smith, second kick of the game, big high boomer taken at the 5-yard line, and that looks like that's number 11. That's Schotenbohr, and the ball's out, and he may be called down. Maybe let's see what the officials say.
Yes.
And it is. Yeah, first down. It's going to be Hawkeye ball at the 25-yard line. Special teams have been very good this year, I think. Connor Olszewski on his returns, he's averaging almost 24 yards on his returns this year. That's fantastic. I'd take an offensive line like the Hawkeyes have got any day. They've got some pretty sizable kids, man. They can move some people. And let's see how they do. Halston the gun. He's got 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side, and we've got a flag. Is that a flag, Tom? Or excuse me, Tom.
Maybe just something with the clock. I don't.
I don't know. They're going to have a
no
conference
penalty
here.
flags.
Yep. So they want to. There's a move to put time on the clock. No harm, no foul.
Apparently.
Hawkeyes again. Hulst in the gun. He hands off to Hawkins. Hawkins has got a little hole, but rapidly closed. And in on the play on that tackle was number 32. And that's going to be Hudson Perry.
Nice job funneling him back inside.
Yep. And the ball is loose. I tell you, you can hurry up so fast that you forget the ball's got to get snapped. So that's gonna put the Hawkeyes back by 4 yards after the botched snap there.
3rd and 13.
Tell you what, when they get their hurry up going, it's going to be good. 2 receivers near, one of the far. Looked like we had movement there. Back. And the ball is knocked out by, that's number 30, Deacon Parslow. He's a sophomore.
There were more white shirts. I think there were 5 white shirts and no black shirts in the area. So I don't know if may have gotten tipped at the line.
And really good pressure by Timmer.
Yeah.
And all 6'7" of him, arms up.
It felt
tough
like there
throw.
Should have been procedure on that play, but we'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it. It did look like movement. So, okay, now they're going to call it.
That's even better.
So now I think we've got some movement on the Hawkeyes. So delay a game.
Delay of game. On us?
How can that be?
I would need an explanation.
I need an explanation on that, too. So,
we had too many men?
Too many men on the field. There we go. All right. So it's going to be 4th and 8. Here's a snap high to Schrotenboer. And another very fieldable ball by Olszewski. He grabs a hold of it, makes one man miss. He's all the way to the 50, and he runs into a pile at about the 45-yard line. Another short field for West Catholic, Steve. And
the punter got off a nice kick in spite of the high snap, put a nice little spiral on it, but Connor was able to grab it and about a 20-yard return.
So West Catholic will come out for their second offensive set. 6:45 here in the first. West Catholic leading 7-0 over Hamilton. Here's Augustin, fakes the handoff to Abram. He's going to go deep again. It looks like he's got Putska and a score. So ball's on the 44-yard line. So 44-yard touchdown. Augustin to Thomas Puxta. And man, oh man, that's 2 quick early scores. We haven't seen that strike force yet this year, but man, oh man, Augustin looked great. Quick handoff, and our second custom caulking touchdown tonight, Augustin to Thomas Puxta. And West Catholic a 13-0 lead, pending the Landon Smith PAT. Snap, hold, kick, up. And that one's automatic, and West Catholic 14-0 at the 6:38 mark. And it's suddenly looking kind of easy, isn't it?
Well, don't jinx it.
Don't jinx it.
But he ran a little skinny post. He wasn't exactly wide open, but he had enough air under the ball that he could run to it. And, made it look a little easy.
And he did. So he had to run to the ball.
He led him just right.
Right. Had probably 3-yard separation by the time the ball had gotten to him, and a nice catch. Again, showing sure hands, both offensively and defensively.
Just textbook, looking it right into his hands,
Puxta.
Over his shoulder. When he started, they had 3 receivers that were all open.
Yeah.
And so Grady just looked for the one that was the furthest downfield.
He didn't delay. He didn't take any time in throwing that ball. And it had a lot of air underneath it. So here comes Landon Smith, kicking again for the 3rd time tonight. West Catholic,
5.5 minutes. That's
pretty big.
That's nice. Keep it going.
It is. Here's the run-up and the kick. Another deep one by Smith. Fielded at the goal line. And the Hawkeye, this is number 32, gets a really good job. He comes out, turns the corner, and that's number 32, Carter Hickok. So decent field position for the Hawkeyes.
Yeah. He made a couple of guys miss. I thought they had him dead to rights there at about the 25.
Deep kick by Landon, and that's a 37-yard return here. Hulst in the gun. He goes into an empty. There's that play that we said. That's Hawkins out in the flat, and that's going to gain him 5 yards.
Yep.
You said they'd go back to it. So Hawkeyes back into their hurry up. 2 receivers near, 1 far. Hawkins to the left. He takes the handoff. Got a little bit of running room, but quickly wrapped up by a host of Falcons. And I think Cam Inbody was there first. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 now for the Hawkeyes. I mean, they don't waste any time, Steve.
No, they're right to the ball.
Yep. Here's Hulst. He's going to take a look again. He's got 1 receiver near. It's got to be a relative of his. To the far side, and in the eye, the handoff goes to Hawkins, and Hawkins gets a little bit of running room, gets it up really close
Might be a
to the line of gain, and they're saying it's a first down. Quick mark, quick signal. And they're right to the line of scrimmage again. Here's Hulst. 2 receivers far, 1 to the near side. And Hawkins set up to his right. Plays called. And he's going to step back up in the gun. Takes the snap, hands off to Hawkins again. Big pursuit by the Falcons.
You talk about defenders reading their keys. They pulled the guard and tackle, or maybe it was both guards. Our guys went right with it.
And that was Christian Patterson in on the tackle from his defensive end position. We're seeing a lot of the depth roll through here suddenly in Game 4 for the Falcons. Some names that we haven't called a lot. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side, sends the back out, and it's a screen pass, and gets about 3 yards on the play. That went to number 12. That was Damon Sabala. He's a sophomore. Back to the line of scrimmage come the Hawkeyes. This is quicker than quick. Hulst looks to coach on the sidelines. 2 receivers far, 2 near in a balanced set. Hawkins to his right. In the gun, takes the snap. He's under a little bit of pressure and delivers an incomplete pass just out of the outstretched arms of number 1, Garner Hulst. Might be his brother. I don't know. We're going to have to find that out. We've had these things.
In the old days, this would have been a punting situation,
right?
But the Dan Campbell influence is 4th down and 8. You go for it, or 7, 4th and 7.
Yep, so it looks like they're going to stay in on it unless coach calls a timeout. Back in the gun goes Hulst. He's under pressure. He sees a man out there. Nice. Well covered by Olszewski, intended for Damian Sabala, and this is going to be turned over on downs.
Very nice. Good coverage. Little pressure on the quarterback.
So he had one-on-one coverage. Nice job by Olszewski. He had position, and the ball was just errant. So West Catholic's going to take over at the 50-yard line.
Another short field.
Another short field, yeah. We'll take half the field, right?
Half the field.
Sure.
Don't have to work as hard.
All right, Augustin in the gun. He's got Olszewski, shifts him to his right. And Hunter goes into, we've got a flag. We've got a whistle.
Procedure.
Yeah. False start's going to put 5 yards onto that, bringing them back to the 45-yard line.
Just making it a little more difficult for our offense. That's all.
Absolutely. Grady in the gun.
Stayed with the play.
Yeah, hangs on. And it's a pitch out to Olszewski. He finds the edge and gets just beyond the sticks.
The original line of scrimmage.
Carried some pretty good fakes out there. I thought Owen Hunter had the ball. We're seeing
I think he will at some point.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
All right, 3 receivers near, and the handoff goes to Colin Abram. Colin gets all the way up to the 42-yard line. So a gain of about 10 on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. A manageable 2.
Yeah.
Landon Grove calls the play in. Grady Augustine's got his guys set. One receiver to the far side, one to the near side. Handoff goes to Abram. He bounces it out, and he's going to get about a yard, but not enough for the first down. This is going to bring up a 4th and 1. Should we punt? Dan Campbell?
No. Let's go for it.
Let's go for it this time.
We've got enough weapons. Go behind your big horses.
It would seem.
Probably
Landon Grove.
Yeah. The right side here is what I'm thinking.
Augustine in the gun.
See how much I
know. And he finds Abram. Abram gets stuck, and I'll tell you what, this is going to be a stand. This is going to turn over on downs.
Yeah.
He bounced it to the outside and was met by 3 Hawkeyes there, including number 33. That was Sabala, first to make contact, and he stopped him at the point of contact. So that's a big surge for the defense of the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, that's a win for them. Let's get the ball right back and do something with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised they went for it. I was surprised with the play call. So unless he bounced it out himself, I'm not sure if there was a hole there or not.
Sure. So here come the Hawkeyes. They're starting at the 42-yard line, and Hulse drops back to pass. He's got a screen there, and that's going to number 32, and that is Carter Hickok. Carter picks up 11 on that play, gets it across midfield. Ball's going to be at the 46-yard line. Nice little play there. Good blocking. That far side.
So they're making their living with the screens. Just got to feel it a little bit and keep that receiver in front of you.
Single receiver to the near side, 3 on the far side. Hawkins sets up to the left of Hulse, sends a man in motion. Now he calls his own number, steps up, finds a hole, takes out the official. And I think that was all that was holding him back for another 10 yards. Took a little bit of a hit there. It's going to be another first down.
Looks like he's walking it off a little bit. He's okay.
He's not going to see anything till about 3rd down in the next series here. Yeah, he took a wallop.
If you're going to hold, now's the time to do it.
That's right. From the 35-yard line, here come the Hawkeyes. Hulse, he's going to hand it off to Hawkins. Hawkins, he had missed one defender,
nice
but then, big recovery by the Falcons.
Looks like we've got somebody down.
Gain of 1 on the play. We've got a Falcon down. They're going to call a timeout. Looks like it's going to be Jacob Dussault laying face down there. And while he's being attended to, we're going to thank some more sponsors. The new Frank's Market's located at 1020 West Fulton in Grand Rapids, featuring the area's best fresh and smoked kielbasa, awesome steak, succulent roasts, hot shots, deli meats, and so much more. Drop in and experience the fantastic service and products the Stanizak family has delivered in Grand Rapids for decades. Since 1933, Frank's Market is the only choice. And by Pageant Business Services, your small business experts for tax preparation, bookkeeping, and payroll. Don't have your tax prep and accounting be a coin toss. Leave it to Pageant Business Services to get it right. Falcon fans, you can visit Pageant online at PBSGR. That's PBSGR. Thanks to Mark Davey and his great staff. Pageant, located on Lake Michigan Drive, right next to Mr. Berger. And Realtor Melissa Homewood. The Lash Group of Epic Realty. Epic Realty is a national leader in real estate, and Melissa Homewood is your local expert when it comes to buying or selling your home in West Michigan. Melissa can orchestrate market watches, property searches, home value assessments to make your buying or selling process as thorough as it can be. You can find your realtor Melissa Homewood on the web at melissahomewood.com. Melissa Homewood, the Lash Group of Epic Realty, your real estate done right. Well, it looks like he got up under his own power.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe just got the wind knocked out.
Wind knocked out of him or whatnot. So 2nd and 9 here for the Hawkeyes. Hulst looks to the sideline. A little bit of adjustment of the receivers. 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Hawkins sets up to his right. Calls his own number again. And good blocking by the Hawkeyes. That was Hulst's relative.
Yes.
His brother did a good job blocking. His cousin, I don't know, but some real success there. Calling his own number, another first down on the play. Just a great block out there.
That was really nice.
So in the red zone for the Hawkeyes, he's going to call his own number again as Hulst. Timmer got a hold of him right away. It's going to be a gain of about 1 on the play. I can do this, Coach. I can do this. So tackled by Jujim. Jail, West Catholic's leading tackler on the season. And here come the Hawkeyes. They've got 2 receivers on the far side, 2 to the near side. And he sends Hawkins in motion, but Coach is going to call in another play here. Zach Harbison. Empty in the gun, sends Hawkins in motion. It's a handoff to him, and he's going to get some room off the far side and gets it down to about the 10-yard line. Looked like the ball was out there for a second, didn't it, Steve?
So.
Or that he wasn't down.
Yeah.
A little extra effort by West Catholic's defense ensuring that.
I think they're going to let the clock run out here for the quarter.
Yeah, 6 seconds. Well, now it's stopped. Nope, now we're down to 3-2-1. West Catholic is going to take the first quarter 14-0 over the Hawkeyes, and Hawkeyes are moving the ball here.
Yeah. Looks like they found a little rhythm, taking advantage of what we're giving them, a little space here and there. So we've got a message from Tom.
Okay. Turn up the volume.
That was one. I don't know. Did it go up? Christian Patterson, first game back. I'm having a hard time reading this.
Again, we're looking for an optometrist as a sponsor.
No,
okay, go ahead.
We should have one.
We should.
Dr. Simon, if you're listening, took over Dr. Arcelowicz's eye care.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently, Christian Robinson, they're thanking the Trinity Health team, but it's his first game back from injury for Patterson. So.
Okay.
And then, Steve, turn up your mic. Thanks, Tom.
Move that mic a little closer. There we go. Tom Mikowski joining us from afar down at a conference down in Columbus, Ohio. And so super sub Steve Abed sitting in here. So we're going to flip sides of the field, and 2 receivers on the far side for the Hawkeyes, and Hulst calls his own number again, only running into a host of Falcons there.
Yeah, but I think he got the first.
He might have. It's like a generous spot, getting it down to about the 8-yard line. Let's take a look here.
Maybe a measurement.
Oh, boy, it's going to be 4th and inches now for the Hawkeyes.
No, that big stop that we had last week, let's do that again.
Absolutely. See some substitutions here now for the Hawkeyes. Number 12, Sabala goes out. Schrotenborg comes in. So it's going to be 4th and about a half-yard for the Hawkeyes. We take a look, and now we've got a timeout. Boy, they just didn't have it together.
I don't know if...
And that's going to be the second timeout by the Hawkeyes. Coach didn't like what he saw out there. 11:27 to go here until halftime. West Catholic leading at Hamilton 14-0. I'm going to pay some more bills here, Steve. Dubin Dube Attorneys at Law, with law offices in the Amway Grand Plaza Hotel. The Dubas specialize in business transactions, mergers and acquisitions, real estate, and estate planning. A true West Catholic family of students, coaches, boosters, and volunteers. Let Chris and Don Duba help with all your legal needs. Dubin Duba Attorneys at Law. And fall's absolutely the perfect time to create the beautiful landscape you've been wanting outside your home. Shaner Avenue Nursery is the team you need to make your project a reality. Kristen Perez, proud West Catholic parent, will meet and design the look you want, making your home the envy of the neighborhood. Contact Shaner Avenue Nursery and Kristen Perez at 616-293-7228 or check them out online at ShanerAvenueNursery.com. Both teams break their huddles. And 4th and inches, really, for the Hawkeyes, Steve.
Yeah, not very far at all.
No.
I'm thinking the quarterback maybe carrying it here.
So in the gun.
Okay,
now under center goes Hulst, and he lost the ball.
Oh.
And now
we got it. It's our, well, I mean,
and it was
4th down, so
on downs. That ball squirted out to the right side as Hulst went under center. Communication, something with the center, but that botched a 4th and inches, and now West Catholic's going to take over. And it looks like, where are they going to get the ball? The 11s, Steve?
12.
As we see the flyover by the Canadian national goose team. Holy smokes.
And the missing goose formation.
The missing goose formation. Oh, man.
Yeah, ball's on the 11 and a half.
11 and a half. 89 yards, we'll say. And Grady Augustin in the gun goes back. He's under pressure. Tried to fake a little pass, rolled his shoulder over, and by that time, 3 black shirts were there.
Now it's on the 9.
Now it's on the 9. Loss of 2 on the play. So I'm looking at the Hawkeyes. They've got a little bit of momentum here. They're feeling good. They say we're gonna work at this. It's still a game.
Yes.
Grove calls the play into Augustin. 2 receivers far, 1 to the near side. To the right side is Olszewski. He's going to take the handout. He's got some blockers up. And good pursuit by the Hawkeyes, but a gain of about 4 or 5 on the play is going to bring it to a 3rd and 7.
Oh, we keep gaining yards.
Forward progress. Forward progress.
All right,
let's see what's going to happen. 3 receivers to the far, 1 to the near side, and that's in body. And now we've got a timeout's going to be called by West Catholic.
No, I think it was Hamilton.
It was Hamilton again. So they burned through 3.
All pretty early. And
you take a look, and Zach Harbison, he's got a lot of coaching to do, right? Yeah. And these guys are now 4 games into his new scheming. It's hurry up. It's going to take quick thought, right? There's multiple formations. He's stayed with a couple of the formations, kind of exclusively. But there's a lot of coaching to be done.
He's got some things they're working on, right? And things that have worked. But that 4th down play is indicative. You put the quarterback under center.
Yep.
I don't know how often they work on that, but it could have been part of the reason for the fumble.
Well, and the timeout called just before that.
Yeah.
Here's what we're going to do.
Yep.
Remember, page 7.
Yep. Yeah.
This is what we're going to do.
And then in that case, the player that fell on the ball, it's 4th down. You got to make something happen. It's those are the little things that separate.
Yep. Augustin in the gun. He finds Cam Inbody. Cam Inbody's got some blockers out there. He's trying to break a tackle, gets out to the 39-yard line. Well set up. That's play.
Very nice.
And a nice run. Good route and good yak by Inbody. What a great catch he had last week on that slant. Yes. Or excuse me, the in and up all by himself. Makes you nervous.
A good pattern.
Yep.
And
so here's Augustin, and he's going to hand off to Olszewski. He's met at the line of scrimmage. So that's going to lose a couple yards for the Falcons. Hawkeye defense seems to be finding its legs here.
I think some of those plays that are a little longer in development, they're getting time to read it and get to the point. So maybe just a little more quick hitting.
Sometimes you got to water the oaks, right, to make the acorns work.
That is so true.
So here's Augustin. He's in the gun. He's got both of his running backs in, gives it to Abram. Abram's got a little bit of room, but it's all power at that point.
Just make those legs work.
The kid's so strong.
Yep.
That's going to be a gain of about 4, maybe 5.
All right.
He's going to bring up 3rd and 6 now. And now we see Cal Peterson come in, 3 receivers near, 1 to the far side in the eye. He's got Olszewski, drops back to pass under a little bit of pressure, but he's throwing it all the way downfield. Oh, baby, that was intended for Isaac Plum, just outside of the reach. Augustin aired that one out.
Just a tad too far.
Yeah. Run, buddy, run.
So I think we're
going to bring up a 4th and 6 now, and in
punt formation
comes Cal Peterson to punt the ball away. And back for the Hawkeyes is going to be number 32, Carter Hickok. He's going to set up at the 22-23-yard line. Here's the snap to Peterson and kind of side legs it. Real worm burner running down the field. That didn't get over 4 feet off the ground.
But we got a lot out of it.
He sure did.
So
gets it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and that's where the Hawkeyes are going to get set up.
All right.
And
playing defense.
Yeah, exactly. Moore & Sons Roofing. If you need to repair or replace your roof, choose Moore & Sons Roofing. Moore & Sons, where you don't just get a great roof, you get a great roofing experience. The quality and craftsmanship they invest in every roof is second to none. So for all your roofing needs, choose Moore & Sons Roofing and Owens Corning Certified Contractor. Hawkeyes break huddle. West Catholic's defense on the field. What do you expect to see here, Steve?
That quarterback run is pretty effective.
It's very effective, yep.
And then that screen, the swing pass screen.
Right.
So with 8:23 to go in the second. Oh, I was wrong.
Oh. So Hudson Hulst throws the ball to Reister over the middle and a little bit too high for even the tall Reister. Surprisingly, when watching Hulst up here, he's a tall kid.
Yes.
I mean, he looks all of 6'2", if not 6'3". And a really long stride. So 2 receivers far, 1 near, now in motion. Those Hawkins, and boy, the West Catholic defense
They
swarmed.
were not fooled that time.
Not even a little bit. I think he was calling his own number again. Found some success. They liked it, and West Catholic sniffed that one out.
So now we have them where we want them. Just keep them. Give up 3-4 yards. That's fine. Put them in the punt formation.
Hawkeyes line up. They've got to get down to the 31-yard line. They're down at looks like the 19. Hulst into the gun. He's going to step back to pass. Under a little bit of pressure, pocket collapsing. He airs one out. Connor Olszewski comes up with it, a pick, and he's going to run down the field. He's to the 40, now 35. He's being chased, finds some opening. He's getting a couple of blocks. He's going to get down to the 20 and
back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line of scrimmage, maybe the 18-yard line.
He gained a yard.
So
beyond that.
Yeah, Hulst had to air that one out. And it was a little bit long, under good coverage.
We pressured him a little bit.
Yep.
I don't know if he hurried the throw, but the receiver was about 2 yards short of where the ball was.
Exactly, and Connor was kind of the viper on there. He made his way over ball hawking and was able to come up with an easy interception. And here's where the Falcons are going to get the ball inside the red zone, and a handoff goes to – wait, who was that? Oh, that's that is Julian Cato. Good to see him in. Got a lot of reps in week 1. Made the most of it in week 2 against Coopersville. And so he gave Connor Olszewski a little bit of rest there. One play of breather. Gain of 1 on the play is going to bring up 2nd and 9. Ball is at the 17. Here's Augustin, drops back to pass, and he sees, that could have been a little bit of interference. Yep. Cam in-body in the coverage there, and he's holding his hands out like, what have I got to do?
Yep.
And that was on the coverage was that Schrodenberg? No, that was number 1. That was Garner Holst. He's just a 10th grader. He's a big kid.
Yeah.
Here comes West Catholic now on 3rd and long. He's got 3 receivers on the far side, 1 to the near. Connor Olszewski in the eye. They look over to the sidelines to Coach Grove. Gets the play in.
We have 2 downs to work with here, so you don't need to get it all at once.
So here's Grady Augustin back to pass. Delivers a wonderful pass to Owen Hunter for a touchdown.
Or you can do it in one.
Or you can do it in one. Exactly. Nice route run. Looked like, just really a slant. Find me in the middle of the end zone. And he caught it right there on the S. The Hawkeyes and West Catholic now a 20-0 lead, 6:44 to go. Our 3rd custom caulking touchdown on the night. Nice delivery. Grady Augustin to Owen Hunter. And now here comes Landon Grove. Now we got a fire play and a little bit of a botch snap. A little bit to the outside of Cam in-body. Couldn't quite handle it. And West Catholic's going to go away without any points here after the touchdown. It's going to be a 20-0 lead at the 6:44 mark until halftime. And speaking of halftime, join us for the West End Body Halftime Show. We'll have Steve Grooms and all the stats. We'll take a look around the area for some scores. And speaking of that, we got some big matchups around the area in the OK Conference and the River Cities Alliance, Steve.
So in the OK Blue, Catholic Central, Grand Rapids Catholic Central is at EGR.
They're both
hosting EGR.
Hosting EGR, yeah.
In the OK Red, Caledonia is hosting
Granville. Yeah, Granville.
That's a big test for them.
Big one.
OK Red, Rockford hosts East Kentwood.
That's probably the biggest game in the state, I'm thinking.
I would say so. In the OK Green, Muskegon is hosting Byron Center.
Another big one.
In the OK Gold, Unity Christian is having Zeeland East.
And those are both state-ranked teams there.
They're both 3-0. So lots of good competition all around the league, the OK League.
West side of the state is so well represented. Goes Landon Smith.
Nice
Here's
kick.
The run up and a low kick. It's right on the numbers, but it's going to fall out of bounds.
Oh.
By design? Get it on the numbers. No, but get it on the numbers and narrow the playing field a little bit.
Yeah, because the last couple of times he's kicked it deep, but our pursuit hasn't been there.
Yeah.
So they've returned it 20, 25 yards.
Kind of delay the grab of the ball.
Get the tacklers a chance to get there.
Ball's going to come out to the 35 for the Hawkeyes. Here's Hulst. He's in the gun. He's got Hawkins to his left. One receiver to the far side, one to the near. Handoff goes to Hawkins.
Nowhere to go.
No, nowhere to go. It's going to be a gain of about a yard. He's going to get it up to the 36-yard line. Nice pursuit by the Falcons. Steve, was that Patterson on that tackle? Patterson again returning after lengthy recovery from injury. Here's Hulst, 2 receivers near, one far side's going to hand it off to Hawkins. No, he's going to call his own number, and sniffing that one out is Colin Abram.
He had that read from the snap, I think.
I think so.
So he was holding on as long as he could. It looked like the old option play.
Yeah.
But
so whatever was good for the Hawkeyes with that quarterback calling his own numbers, kind of going away now. 3rd and 13, maybe 14. 3 receivers far, one to the near side. Back to pass is Hulst. He's going to try to run it, and again.
Nope, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Colin Abram. on a delayed blitz, found himself a hole, and he just kept his eyes on number 8.
And whatever receivers they did have were well covered. So even if he could have gotten away, I don't know if he was running or throwing, but yeah, really good way to, sort of take advantage of the opportunity.
Here's Schrotenboer back to punt. Olszewski sets up at about the 36-yard line. He's going to let this one go, and it does. Goes out of bounds at about the 26-yard line, maybe 25-yard line.
Yep.
And right, West Catholic's, West Catholic with a 20-0 lead. We're here at Hamilton, beginning the OK conference season. OK White foes here, Hamilton and West Catholic. 20-0 for the Falcons. They're going to have 4:48 to work with, trying to get this ball downfield.
Work on the 4-minute offense or
back to pass is Augustin. Augustin finds Cam Inbody. Inbody's down the sideline. One man to beat, and he gets knocked out of bounds at about the, it looks like he stepped out at the 45. Finally knocked out at the 40. And a great grab in good coverage, right? Ball was delivered well and good hands by Inbody. Puxta. I'm sorry. Steve Grooms correcting me. I'm anxious to be corrected whenever it's needed. Here's Augustin. 2 receivers far, 1 near. In motion goes Cal Peterson. Back to pass is Augustin. There's a screen, and man, oh man, has he got some room out across the 30, 25, 20. He's got one man to beat. He's to the 10, and is he going to get there? No. Gets knocked down at the 6. That was a jailbreak, man.
That was nice.
Fake the screen to the near side, all right?
Yeah.
Which everybody was set up to block, went to the opposite side of the field, and it was wide open.
It was.
All he had was the blockers
so
were
many blockers
and they're blocking air, right?
Yeah.
It was just a foot race.
In fact, he sort of outran the blocking.
Here's Augustin, little screen pass there to Owen Hunter. Gets down about the 3, maybe the 2. Good pass, good catch.
Looks like the 2.
Yep, 2-yard line. They're going to set back up. Augustin's going to hand it off to Olszewski, who gets maybe a yard, maybe not. And that's going to bring up 3rd down now. Certainly 4-down territory, sitting that ball at the 3-yard line at this point. 3rd and goal. Teams looking to the sideline. They see Landon Grove calling out the signals. Looks like a bird flapping in the wings over there, right? Love it, and he's going to call timeout.
Okay.
He's not going to waste this one.
Yeah.
First timeout by West Catholic. 3:13 to go here until halftime. 20-0 is your score, and everyone who craves a fresh meal made just for you, let our Culver's team in Comstock Park, Cedar Springs, Cascade, or Lowell locations handcraft your meal with care. Come to Culver's and let us serve you a Butterburger made special just for you. Welcome to Delicious. And Lamoureux Farm Market and Cow Licks. Fuel up Falcon fans at Lamoureux Farm Market and Cow Licks. From farm fresh beef, pork, chicken, lamb, and salmon, always local, natural, and USDA certified, to our full-service ice cream shop. We've got something for everyone. Open daily, year-round, on Lake Bella Vista in Rockford. Follow them on Facebook for specials. So Falcons call their first timeout here in the first half. Both teams break the field.
We have a score in the second quarter. Kenowa Hills over Cedar Springs, 21-14.
Those two teams both undefeated this year.
East Grand Rapids and Catholic Central 0-0 at half.
That's going to be a battle.
And Forest Hills Eastern Wayland 0-0.
Here's Grady Augustin in the gun. He calls his own number and fakes a handoff to Owen Hunter. And slow developing was that play, so they're going to lose 1 on that, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal now from the 4. So Connor Olszewski's going to line up to the right side of Augustin. 2 receivers to the near, 1 to the far, and Connor Olszewski is going to be met behind the line of scrimmage. Turn the ball over on downs. And that one was slow developing, Steve.
Yeah. We've had such success throwing it. I understand you want to work on your running game a little bit, but you don't want to give them life either. So I thought for a minute that maybe a field goal would be in order.
We got a good kicker.
It's the same as a PAT, essentially.
Right. Hey, if you're listening out there, give us a text, 616-262-9270. Let us know you're listening. Love to hear from everyone. You're coming in loud and clear. So now from the 6-yard line, here come the Hawkeyes. Handoff goes to Hawkins. And a big run, gain of about 12 or 13 yards. Hawkeyes are finding something here. I think that was 23, though. I think that was Taminga, I think, on the carry. And so one receiver far, two to the near side. Taminga again takes the handoff. He's going to go around the outside, far side of the field, gets all the way up to about the 28-yard line. Nice gain on that play, gain of about 8.
Need to stiffen up a little bit.
Got to shore that up a little bit, yep.
Just don't want to let them feel like they have a chance.
So again in the gun, handoff goes to Taminga. He finds a lot of open space. Stiff arms one of the Falcons, finally gets down to about the 48-yard line. Really nice run. Had nobody there on the edge. And
they had it blocked very well.
Yeah, big long
blocker in front.
Big long strides.
Down to 1:50. Remember, they've used all their timeouts, so.
Exactly. Ball's going to go to Hawkins, and Hawkins is met right at the line of scrimmage, trying to run off tackle. Clock continues to run. Hawkeyes get set. They've got their play. Two wide receivers on the far side, one on the near side. Hawkins sets up to the left of Hulst. He calls his own number.
We had him stop that time.
Yeah, that's not going anywhere anymore tonight. Gain of about 2 on the play. West Catholic is going to call their first time out. Darren Smith wants to talk this over, get some situational at 1:17 to go till halftime. There's some creativity going on down there in the.
Yeah. I don't think it's anything that we haven't seen before.
Right.
But our kids are maybe just a little bit on their back heels on some of these.
And the speed at which, they're going here. They haven't huddled but a couple of times. And, Zach Harbison, you can tell he knows what he's doing.
Yes.
He's got it going on. So the Hawkeyes break their huddle. And now the Falcons, under the direction of defensive coordinator Darren Smith, breaks their huddle. Falcons are going to line it up. And they don't want them going deep here. Rushing 3. Back to pass goes Hulst. He's got a screen set up. And a really nice job. That's number 32, Carter Hickok. He's going to get enough for a first down. Goes over midfield.
And stop the clock.
Hawkeyes don't want to go away without any points in this half.
This is, as a defensive coordinator, this is what drives you nuts. Because you knew you had them.
Balanced. Now he's going to go deep. Hulst's got a man out there, and that was Carter Hickok. Ball hit him in the hands.
Yeah,
just couldn't hang on. A little hot.
A little too far.
Yep. On the coverage was Connor Olszewski.
I think he might have had him beat by a step. The ball just wasn't there.
Yeah, it looks like, I don't know, Hickok is down. He's got his knee down on the sideline. He was holding his hand. He might have had a finger or something get bent. So here's Hulst again in the gun. He's got 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. West Catholic shifts their defense. man in motion. Now we've got movement by Hawkins. And that's going to back the Hawkeyes up on a false start.
I always would ask the ref to start the clock after a play like that just to see how they would react to it.
So they had their man in motion there, Damian Sabala.
Maybe a handoff to him.
So in the gun is Hawkins. Hawkins going to take the handoff. He goes up the middle and scrambles for about 3, maybe 4 yards. He's going to get it to the 44-yard line. Clock's still ticking. 50 seconds to go until halftime. Hawkeyes are set. Hulst drops back to pass, fakes the handoff. Now he's going to run it. And the ball is out, and he was down. Yeah, they're going to say it's down.
But the clock is running.
Yeah, I think that was a big hit by Jan Jujem, or Wildman.
I don't know why we're calling timeout.
Yep, so Westcott's going to call another timeout. Make sure you join us here in a few minutes. We're going to have the West End Body halftime show. Probably take a quick break. It looks like there's Sloppy Joes here. Might be delicious, but then we'll come back and
twist my arm.
We'll come back and Steve Groom's going to have all the stats. We'll take a look at some scores around the area, give a little bit of analysis on the first half of play, and then of course following the first half will be the second half of play.
Oh, I'm glad
absolutely.
It works. That's how math works. All right, they're lining up in punt formation.
Watch for the fakie. We'll see.
4th and 12.
They practice that on. Now we've got a little conference with the officials and coach down on the field. He's going to try another timeout, but he doesn't have one. But I don't. Are they checking the time? 29 seconds to go here.
No, that's not right.
So they've got Schrotenbor's back in punt formation.
5 seconds back on the clock.
Okay.
I'm not sure why.
And Olszewski's set up at the 8-yard line. Here's the punt. It angles towards the near sideline, kind of getting off the side of his foot.
We're going to get it at about 23.
23-yard line. So 28 seconds to go here. West Catholic. Do you take a shot? Here's just one, or do you just kneel down and you want to take it in? Yes, I want to know, as a coach in the old days, take a knee.
We would just get out of the half. We might run a play. It wouldn't be a pass.
So we've got Olszewski in the eye, 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side, and that's in body. And he's back to pass. Is Grady Augustin. He's going to find somebody, and that's his Pucksta. It is, and he gets down to the 40, stops the clock at 20 seconds. West Catholic's going to line up. Ball is set. Clock is rolling.
Spike.
And then a spike. Yep.
17 seconds.
So nice catch by Pucksta.
Yeah, I don't know if he was supposed to run to the middle of the field or if they wanted him to try to get out of bounds, but it worked.
It did. Here's Augustin in the gun. He's back to pass again. He's looking downfield. He sees Owen Hunter and thrown a little bit behind him. But yeah, he had
Pucksta was standing all right by himself. I don't know. Maybe they were setting up the flea flicker or something.
That's going to take a few more seconds off the clock. 12 seconds to go. 3rd and 10 for the Falcons. Ball at the 43-yard line. And now we've got an official timeout. Young man, your shoe's untied. No, they're going to back him away. Spot of the ball, maybe? Yes, spot of the ball.
All right.
They're going to move it back about 1.5 feet.
That changes the whole play now.
It absolutely does. 3 receivers near, 1 to the far. Augustin back to pass.
Get out of bounds.
He's out there, finds in body. And he gets across midfield to the 45-yard line. 7 seconds to go.
All right, now.
Do you take one? I know this is, or do you get enough to maybe trot Landon Smith out here? There is some wind out there, but it's going across the field. There's a step out. It's going to be the in body. He catches it with 3 seconds to go.
So it'd be a 57, 58-yard field goal. I think we're just going to throw into the end zone.
Yeah, yeah. And the Hawkeyes are set up to put some pressure on Grady Augustin. So Colin Aberman is halfback. A little bit of time, scrambles to the near side. Grady Augustin airs it out. He's got, great play by the Hawkeyes in coverage. Out there was Puxta.
Yeah.
But in coverage there, I think he batted it away.
Well, it was good. It was nice execution of the play.
Yeah, and I think that was the quarterback. That was Hudson Hulst that knocked that one away. So we're going to go in. We've got halftime score here. West Catholic 20 and the Hamilton Hawkeyes 0. And it started off as very much one-sided game of West Catholic moving the football down the field pretty much at will. And the Hawkeyes here have crawled back, taken a look, developed some things, and it's looking pretty even here suddenly.
Well, maybe. That's what we'll say in the locker room.
Yeah, right.
But, we had the ball down there inside the 5, inside the 3.
Yep.
Don't score. That would have been big, huge. But we get the ball to open the second half. So,
all right.
We're hopefully can put some points on right away.
Well, join us in a few minutes here with the West End Body halftime show. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to get ourselves a Sloppy Joe, and then we're going to listen to the Hamilton Hawkeye Marching Band, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Until then, please enjoy the Hamilton High School Marching Band.
jumps the team for a foul line. Either feature was obsessed with getting the magic ring back that he lost years ago. Part 3 starts with the theme of The Hobbit through a fun-loving simple features for our heroes of the story. Finally, our show concludes with a restatement of the powerful Gandalf theme. centimeter is Alex Nyhoff. Our soloist this evening is Tyler Michelson, Stephen Chappett, and Elise Vandenmuren. The marching drill was written by Mark Heather. The color guard work was written by Lauren Kramer. A special thanks to our young hobbits this evening who were put by band members younger siblings. The Hamilton High School marching band is under the direction of Paul Connolly and Joe Harris.
Test. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. We're back. We are back. All right. Let's cut to the good guys, right?
All right.
Here we go. So I want to thank everybody for joining us on the halftime show, West End Body halftime show. Steve Grooms has, as always, does a fantastic job with the stats here. We're going to take a look at West Catholic. West Catholic 284 yards of total offense here in the first half. On the ground, Connor Olszewski, 8 carries for 39 yards. Colin Abram, 5 carries for 17. Julian Cato's got a carry for a yard. Grady Augustin, 3 attempts for 10. That gives us 67 yards on the ground on 17 attempts. 3.9. I'll tell you what, that's a victory, I think, for Hamilton here. Take a look at through the air. Grady done a nice job. 10 completions on 14 attempts, 217 yards, and 2 touchdowns. One of them, obviously, that very long pass on the second series for West Catholic, and big catch there. We look at the receiving end of that. Thomas Puxta, 4 catches for 116 yards and a touchdown already. 41 yards on 3 catches for Cam Inbody. Owen Hunter, 2 catches for 22 and a touchdown. That's the 217 yards on 10 completions. Really nice job for the Falcons there. Those are great numbers halfway through our game, Steve.
You're averaging almost 22 yards per completion. That's very impressive.
Outstanding.
Yeah. And yeah, the running game may not have as many yards or as much. The average isn't as high, but the run is setting up those passes, and that's what's creating those scoring opportunities.
Correct, yeah. So on Hamilton's side, they have 87 yards of total offense, 35 yards rushing. Hudson Hulst has got 12 yards on 10 attempts, and you know, he got stopped a little bit there. They kind of sniffed some of those keepers out.
Yes.
Brooks Hawkins, 23 yards on 11 carries, and then Carter Hickok has got 1 carry for 0 yards. That's their 35 yards rushing on 22 attempts, 1.6 yards per attempt, and that is cause for celebration for Darren Smith. Through the air, 5 of 13 for Hudson Hulst, 52 yards there, 1 interception on the day, 1 big catch for Klaus Reister for 18 yards. Carter Hickox, 2 catches for 22 yards. Brooks Hawkins, 1 catch for 5. And Damian Sabala, 1 catch for 7. That's your 52 yards. 1 turnover. And, 35 yards on the ground, 52 through the air. I thought it was going to be a little bit more than that, Steve, at least 100 to 125 yards maybe, but, yeah.
Well, we had a couple of losses on the pass, a couple of pass attempts where the quarterback got sacked, and then remember we got him in the backfield 2 or 3 times early on. it's sort of one of those weird games. We're up by a significant number of points, yet it feels like it should be more than that.
Correct.
And we get the ball back, so that's helpful. Maybe score and
start stretching this out.
Make me feel a little more comfortable about it.
Yeah, West Catholic was playing well enough to be up by maybe 4 to 5 scores. They find themselves up by 3 scores right now, but they were playing well enough, allowing the Hawkeyes to come back into this game. Coach is saying, hey, we had momentum here.
Yeah, a couple of missed opportunities. Defense came up big a couple of times to stop them from getting any points on the board. That's the tale of two halves. We'll see what happens in the second half.
It really is. So we see the Hawkeyes are out on the field, as so the Falcons. They put a couple more minutes on the clock, as they always do. What do you think West Catholic needs to do on their first offensive series here in the second half? They're going to get the ball back.
I'd like to see them go back to the runs that they started the game with.
Yep.
A little variation between Connor and Colin. Give them both a couple of carries here and there. Obviously, the passing game is there, and so, as coaches, sometimes if you think the game is in hand, you may want to work on something. I don't know if that's the way they think. That's how we used to think sometimes. And you don't want to be cocky, right? You're up by 20 points. Let's put a couple of scores on. Get some kids in the game that haven't played a lot. And save ourselves, for the rest of the league if we can.
Right.
It's always nice to win a game handily and then still have stuff to work on the next week too. So,
agreed. And it kind of felt. I don't know if it was the Hawkeyes trying different things and getting success from them, or if West Catholic was regressing there, through the second quarter.
Yeah, it could be little. It's like a couple of boxers feeling each other out at the beginning. We had some success. They make a few adjustments, maybe catch us doing some things that we tip off or just not as well executed as we did in the first few minutes of the game.
Right. Some positives for West Catholic coming off the first half?
Oh, yeah. Well, you shut out a team. You stopped them on the goal line. You put 20 points on. Should have been 21. Bobble snap on the PAT. Should have been 28.
Sure.
But they did so many things well, and Grady had good throws so far. We've pretty much played error-free, just 1 penalty, 2 penalties. Maybe.
Yeah, it really was. They tightened up on the penalties there, and no turnovers for the Falcons.
Yeah, that's always a big plus. And we'll see if fatigue plays a role too. I think we've got more weapons than they do, so maybe wear them out a little bit.
So both teams come out here for the second half kickoff. West Catholic's going to start out on offense, and so we're going to bring up the offensive starters here, and we're about to begin the second half. And there's the kick, and it's a chip kick going to the second level, and West Catholic's going to take that. A nice quick catch, and that would be Jacob Petz who grabbed that. West Catholic's going to get good field position starting at about the 34-yard line, Steve.
Did he call fair catch? Is that what happened? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, there's an old rule in football. Do you know this rule? You can tee it up and kick a field goal.
Yes.
After a fair catch on a free kick.
Yes.
But it's a little far.
It's just a little bit far. And with nobody on, with
That's
nobody
right.
out
The
there.
defense has to
no
play
defense.
10 yards off the ball.
Yeah. So here's the first handoff, Grady Augustin to Connor Olszewski. And again, the Hawkeye defense, very tough. No gain on the play. The defensive coordinator, Chad Corbett, stayed on. He was under Phil Copes last year, but he stayed on as defensive coordinator. He's got to be feeling pretty good about what's going on.
I would say.
Here's Augustin. He's back to pass, stays in the pocket. Out there finds Puxta, and a nice gain, gets across midfield. We're going to put that ball at the 48-yard line. No, excuse me, 43-yard line. So across midfield go the Falcons.
And just like that.
Just
We're
like that.
back in business.
And Grady Augusta stayed in the pocket there as it was collapsing.
I am remiss. I did not compliment the offensive line. They've really done a nice job today, keeping the quarterback safe.
Yeah, here's Olszewski, handoff, comes to the near side, gets some blocking. He gets himself all the way down 9 yards on the carry. Ball's going to be at the 34-yard line. And again, just like you said, just like that.
Yep. Now, I don't know, probably a throw here, be my bet. If I was calling defense, that's what I'd be thinking.
Grady Augusta in the gun. He gets the play by Landon Grove. He's got 3 receivers on the far side. He's looking that way. And down goes the ball. I think it got batted away as he was definitely not in the throwing motion. So as that defender came by, he slapped it out. Big surprise to Grady, but he was able to recover it for the Falcons for a gain.
Take responsibility for. No, we lost.
Oh, we did lose
3 yards.
We did lose 3 yards.
Yeah, we jinxed it by saying they didn't play. They didn't make any errors.
Some changes in for the Falcons.
Okay.
It looks like Max Wildman comes into the game along with Noah Gillespie. Even set. Handoff's going to go to Olszewski. Olszewski is bent over backwards. Might have gotten to the back of the line of scrimmage. They're keying on him.
Yeah, well, why not?
Why not? So this is going to bring up a 4th and 4. Ball's at the 37-yard line. Falcons did not convert on one of their possessions. Turned over on downs. 2 receivers near, too far. In motion, Owen Hunter. Back to pass goes Grady Augusta. He's got Connor Olszewski. Connor's got some room to run, and the ball is out. Got stripped away, and I think Schrodenborg got an arm on it and was able to strip that ball, and there's our first turnover of the night.
Oh, man, that didn't want to see that happen.
Oh,
for
didn't.
Sure.
Connor Olszewski he's beside himself on that one.
Yeah, he was just trying to get some extra yards.
Yeah, nothing wrong with what he was doing.
Nope.
Just an arm got
pinned back and the ball came out.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 now from looks like the 16-yard line, maybe 15.
We'll see a lot
Hulst in the gun.
Quarterback runs here, I think.
Yep. Hands it off to Hawkins. Hawkins has got some room. The far side turns the corner. He gets tripped up, and that's Gillespie. Gain of about 6 on the play, maybe 7. Going to bring up 2nd and 3. Hulst in the gun. He's got Hawkins directly behind him. Hands the ball off. Gain of maybe a yard. Just joining us, we're at the 8:45 mark in the 3rd. West Catholic leading Hamilton 20-0. We are in Hamilton. Beautiful night for football. Here's Hulst out of the gun. Handoff to Hawkins. Got another.
Short.
Looks like he's going to be short by about 6 inches. They're going to.
Oh, they're giving it to him.
Oh, yeah.
I think they got a nice spot.
Generosity is phenomenal.
Yeah.
You take some, either way.
Yeah.
I think we had a couple of nice spots. Anyways,
maybe.
Refs are doing a great job.
Yes, for sure.
1st and 10, Hulst in the gun. He's got Hawkins directly behind him in the eye. Handoff goes to him. No, it doesn't. And Hulst is back to pass. He finds a man down there, and that is number 18. About 15 yards on the carry. Number 18 is Colin Vork. Colin Vork, the junior wide receiver, his first touch of the night. Ball's going to be out to the 40-yard line. And I'm telling you what, Coach Harbison is, he's mixing this stuff up. He's got guys in there, and he's spreading the ball around.
They've slowed the tempo down a little bit, so maybe that's part of what's helping them, I think.
Well, yeah. All right.
Back.
Yep. And Hulst is going to call his own number again. Big, lanky runner. A lot of knees shifting around out there. He's going to pick up 3 on the play. Ball's going to get out to the 43-yard line. And here we go in the hurry-up offense. You're right. They slowed it down, and we talked about that. It was fast, 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 and you got to think as fast as this is all going on. So, fourth game of the year for Coach Harbinger and his team, and I'm sure it's clicking. It's starting to click. So here's Hulst. 2 receivers near, one on the far side. Hawkins with the handoff. Actually, no, it was not Hawkins. It was Taminga. He's a pretty good runner.
We're giving up big chunks of yards. This is not what you want to see happening at the start of the third quarter.
No, and it's and it's right off. It's right on the edge. I mean, there's not a lot there. Receivers taking these guys out and allowing some room here right along the edge. 2 receivers near, one on the far side. Hulst in the gun. He's going to hand off again to Taminga. Same thing, Steve. Giving up chunks of yardage. This time it was about 7.
Here comes a fresh crew of Falcons.
Wholesale changes for the Falcons. They're in the hurry up here. The Hawkeyes are 2 near, 1 far. Handoff again to Taminga. He's met almost where he handed it off. First one there was Max Wildman. And then finishing off was Olszewski and Jail Jujum.
So, trying to figure out, was there a penalty flag or?
I didn't see one, but they're pacing it off, and it's going to be a first
substitution. So we just gave them a first down.
Yeah, we did. Ball's going to be now at the 35-yard line. Wind's picking up. It's coming out of the east. 2 receivers on the far side, and
a lot of room.
Oh, a lot of room for Hulst. He calls his own number, spins around almost like a naked boot, and he's going to get it inside of the 10-yard line. I think all the way to the 7, Steve. That's a play we haven't seen. Nope, faked it to come to the near side and naked boot, and he had all open field to run to. So here we go in the hurry up again. Taminga sets up to the right. He gets the ball. He's going up, gets across the 5, and that's where he's stopped by the Falcons. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 5.
All right, time for the defense to step up again.
Yeah, boys are standing there with their hands on their hips. Come on, boys, let's get active here. Plays called in for the Hawkeyes. Hulst into the gun. He's got Hawkins directly behind him in the eye. 2 receivers near, 1 far. Handoff goes to Hawkins. Oh, no. That was a great fake.
That was.
Great fake. Ended up Hulst passing it to number 18. And that's Colin Vork, the junior. And the Hawkeyes get on the board here at the 4:56 mark in the 2nd. Really nice series by the Hawkeyes.
Very nice. Yeah.
And for the PAT, the hold, the kick, it's up and it's good. We got a flag on the play. And let's see what this is going to be all about. Hawkeyes are running off the field. They're stopping now at the hash marks. I think this is going to have to be redone. Steve Brooms, what did you see there? You saw legal procedure just like everybody else did. So they're going to have to attempt this again and tack 5 yards onto it.
Retry from the 8-yard line.
Well,
so the kicker is number 28. That's Noel Virgil. Place kicker. Now here comes the officiating crew again. They're going to reset the ball. And West Cali had a guy in there, and he was diving for the ball. Let's see if they do this again. Oh, and they do, and boy, that was really close, but the hold was down, the kick is up, and it's good, and the Hawkeyes are on the board at 4:56 in the 3rd. West Catholic still leading 20-7, but there's a big momentum shift here, Steve. the Hawkeyes are looking good on defense and certainly on offense here. That was a very well orchestrated series and some creative play calling stuff on page 12 and 13 of the playbook. And all of a sudden we got some momentum. So West Catholic's going to come out here on offense, back to receive the kick. We've got Owen Hunter and Cal Peterson. And the Hawkeyes, last time they kicked here to open up the second half, it was a little chippy, chip around the numbers. And maybe they're going to try to do this again, maybe right in the middle of the field. We'll see. I don't see this one going deep. I could be wrong. So this one is going to bounce at the 13-yard line, and it's going to be Owen Hunter, and he takes it up across the 20, 25, maybe to the 27-yard line. That's where West Catholic's going to start off.
So we used to talk about sudden change and making it work to your advantage. That obviously did not go the way we wanted it to. We had opportunity to score. They end up converting and taking over and on downs and moving it down the field. Now you have to rise to the occasion and say, okay, we know we're better than this. Let's get those points back, reestablish our authority in the game.
Augustin in the gun. He's got Colin Abram behind him. Sends Cal Peterson in motion. Two receivers to the far side. And Grady Augustin in a throwing motion. And the ball just slipped right out of his hands. It kind of stood right there. He was looking to do a little out to the far side. That's just a mistake.
Yeah. I don't know if he just didn't have a good grip on it or if it... Nobody was near him to knock it out of his hand.
Yep. Where's the stickum from the Lester Hayes days?
Right.
Cam Inbody goes out. Three receivers to the far side. Empty on the near. Colin Abram. Here's the fake. Augustin rolls his shoulder. He's got Puxta down. Finds him across midfield. Finally down at about the 35-yard line. Had plenty of time.
That was amazing. Totally not what I expected to see. If he could have kept his feet, he was going to score.
He was going to score, yeah, absolutely. So he had some separation, about 3 yards, and West Catholic now, big play there.
Let's go back to what we were trying to do before that strange fumble.
Yeah, ball on the 36, 1st and 10. Augustin in the gun. He hands it off to Abram. Abram gets across the 35-yard line, maybe to the 32 or 3. Gain of about 4 on the play.
Whenever you think he's stopped, he still gets 2 more yards, right. 2 or 3.
Just a lot of power.
A lot of power in his legs. He keeps his head up so he knows what he has in front of him.
Yeah. Well, Shesky got the bulk of the carries in the first half. Maybe we're going to see Colin and do what he's going to do. Here's Augustin back to pass. A little bit of pressure, finds a man. A little bit of a screen pass. Got right in the linebacking core, and that was grabbed by number 23. And that is Max Wildman from his tight end position. First time we've seen a catch from Max tonight.
Yes, nice to see that.
Big tight end. Gillespie in the game now, along with Cal Peterson. So 3 receivers near. And Colin Abram is now going to set up to the right of Augustin in the gun. Here's the snap. He takes a look one way. He's under pressure and tries to get away, and this is going to be a big sack, big loss for West Catholic. Big number 7 and 27 were there. So Hudson Bassler and Colt Sabala taking it to Augustin, and this is going to be a loss of 5 on the play, bring up 2nd and 15.
First time the blocking has broken down all night, really.
Here's Augustin back to pass. He's got a receiver out there, and that's number 13. That's Cam Inbody. Inbody gets about 9, gets tossed out of bounds on the far side. It's going to bring up 2nd and 1 for the Falcons. 3rd and 1 for the Falcons. Grady Augustin takes the snap. It goes out to Colin Abram. He runs to the far side. He's along, tiptoeing through the...
He's in.
To the 5-4-3-2 touchdown. Custom clocking touchdown for Colin Abram.
That was a nice run.
Really was. He darted in and out, and I couldn't talk. It was so good.
Couldn't find your words.
I couldn't.
Well, and that previous pass play
Yeah.
was about 14 yards or so because it was 2nd and 5, was it? 15?
15, yeah.
So that, I guess we're not happy unless it's 2nd and long. So
Not typical.
now these points are big.
Yeah, Landon Smith up for the extra point. Snap, hold, kick, up and good. And West Catholic 27 now. And the Hawkeyes 7. So nice answer to their score, I would say.
Yeah, now let's go back to defense the way we were playing it.
Absolutely. Hey, fuel up, Falcon fans. Lamoureux Farm Market and Cow Licks from farm fresh beef, pork, chicken, lamb, and salmon. Always local, natural, and USDA certified to their full-service ice cream shop. We've got something for everyone. They're open daily, year-round on Lake Bella Vista and Rockford. Follow them on Facebook for any specials. And come treat yourself to new cereal concrete mixers at Culver's. Fresh, frozen custard with your favorite cereals. Choose from chocolatey Cocoa Puffs, Magical Lucky Charms, or the favorite Cinnamon Toast Crunch. These are available for a limited time at Culver's of Comstock Park, Cedar Springs, Cascade, and Lowell locations. Welcome to Delicious. West Catholic to kick off. Here's Landon Smith. Back to receive Schrotenboer. And
The other guy.
yeah, the other guy, number 12. I think that's Sabala. Big, long
Nice
kick. Yep, it's going to be fielded at the 11-yard line.
Very nice.
And a great tackle on the play.
Number 30.
Yep. And that was Deacon Parslow. And Deacon just ran through. He didn't have a blocker, and he zeroed right in.
Wrapped him up nicely, took him right to the turf.
Yep.
Just like you draw it up.
So that's going to be a return of 10. And the ball's going to be out to the 20-yard line and 80 yards to pay dirt for the Hawkeyes. They've got 1:45 in the third.
3 and out would be really nice
Here
here.
comes Hulst, and he hands it off, and that's going to go to Hawkins. Hawkins, slippery runner, bounces off the first tackler. Gets himself about 2 yards on the play. A lot of back and forth. A lot of guys being subbed in and out on West Catholic's defense. Darren Smith is rolling these guys in and out. 3 receivers on the far side. And here's a pitch. And that didn't work out well. Hulst made it look like he was going to call his own number again, then pitched it out. It was a little bit mishandled by Hawkins, and just too slow developing.
A little slow. The pitch wasn't exactly in the spot where the back would want it, the running back. So this is a big play here.
Yeah.
If we can make this stop.
Big 3rd and long here, ball at the 21-yard line. West Catholic rushing 3 here. Hulst in the gun. He's got Hawkins to his right. Back to pass. Looking down the field, and pass was short, intended for number 18, and that was Colin Vork. But I'll tell you what, that was nearly intercepted. There was that Deacon Parslow. Was that 30 or 32?
32.
Yeah, that was Hudson Perry.
Yeah.
Of course, we remember the Perry name, Carter Perry.
That's right.
He was like greased lightning.
That was one of those moments, though, where he deflected it, and I looked to see if the receiver still had a chance to catch it. You sort of have to hold your breath a minute.
Yeah, here's Schrotenboer back to punt again. And this one looks like it might have had a hand on it. It's kind of short, and it's going to the sideline and take a bounce at the 48 and go across midfield. And I think the Falcons are going to get the ball at the 49-yard line. Indeed,
another short field.
They are. Another short field, which is great.
Yeah, we got a little pressure up the middle on that punt.
Yeah, hey, Fox Pools is located on Alpine Avenue between 7 and 8 Mile Roads. Fox Pools is West Michigan's best source for both in-ground and above-ground pools, featuring full-service showroom with chemical supplies and accessories. Fox Pools does it right. Here come the Falcons from the 49-yard line. They got 51 to pay dirt. Augustin in the gun. He takes the snap. Gives the handoff to Colin Abram. He goes to the far side, finds a little bit of room. Now he makes some room. And he's going to pick up 6 on the play, get it out to the cross midfield to the 45-yard line. And maybe a little more generous. Oh, look at a lot of confusion there running. You got him here and that there. And, well,
we don't want to give him too much.
No, we don't.
End of the quarter.
End of the quarter. Fourth quarter is going to come up next here at Hamilton High School. The OK White opener in conference play. West Catholic leading Hamilton 27-7. And let's pay some more bills. Since 1965, West End Body has been serving Grand Rapids when those days happen, and they do happen. So if you've had a mishap with your vehicle, call Gavin at West End Body to get everything fixed up. Working with all insurance companies, West End Body is your single source for collision repair. West End Body located at 1693 Leonard Northwest. And Custom Caulking is the contractor's choice for quality waterproofing and crack sealing in West Michigan and beyond. Both residential and commercial, Custom Caulking should be your only call. On-the-spot color blending and friendly service is what to expect from Custom Caulking. The Norder family proudly supports West Catholic football and all Falcon athletics. So let's take a look, Steve. These offenses have moved so quick, we haven't even been able to take a look and see if anybody's texted in.
I have not gotten anything.
You haven't gotten any?
Which is good.
Yeah.
Because I can barely do one thing at a time.
Oh, I love it.
Second and about 5 here.
So here's Grady Augustin rolling to the outside, looking, and he throws it to the feet of Max Wildman. And just really didn't have anything to develop there. Max was covered.
Yeah, he had, I'm assuming it's Puxta downfield. Couldn't get the ball to him either.
Well, the Koloskas are at West Point right now. They send a message. There's a picture of the two boys.
Nice.
Boy, they're big kids.
Yeah.
Man. Jeez, oh, Pete. Looks so great. Looks so great in their uniforms. Andy Sachs listening. Thank you, Andy. Here's Augustin back to pass, rolls his shoulder, freezes the safety, and all alone he's got Cal Peterson, big 51-yard touchdown toss.
That was nice.
That was, I think, the same play that Cam Inbody caught last week.
Yeah.
All alone along the sidelines between the numbers.
Nice little horn pattern there.
Oh, phenomenal.
I mean, he was all by himself.
All by himself.
Just hoped he caught the ball and ran it in.
Exactly. So Custom Caulking touchdown for Cal Peterson. Out for the Falcons comes Landon Smith for the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it's good. And West Catholic now 34 and the Hawkeyes 7. That's 2 great answers to that touchdown in very rapid succession here as we begin the fourth quarter. And we want to say hi to some more people out there. And, we've got a former colleague. Of course, it's Jerry.
Jerry Wasoric?
Of course.
Okay.
Is there any other Jerry?
Well...
So good to hear from you too, Jerry. Remembering the after-game parties in the 90s, and a lot of fun there.
We used to have a lot of good parties. You can't believe the faculty was partying.
Right, exactly. And, of course, Rose Arbanis is listening with Dave and Cindy and Steve. And we can't wait to get back home. One more road game against Spring Lake next week, and we'll be back home. Here's Landon Smith, another high one. That's going to be fielded at about the 12-yard line. And another
very nice kickoff coverage there.
Yep. Oh, it looked like the ball came out. I think they're going to call him down, but West Catholic is really wanting that football. So out to the 26-yard line, and that's where the Hawkeyes are going to get started. So thank you, Rose, for listening. Billy Kay's out there.
Hi, Rose. Hi, Billy Kay. Former neighbor of mine, Rose, and the Urbanus family.
Yeah, Grandma Grove, she's listening from Clare. Clare, a ranked team in Division 5 this year. Thank you, everybody, for listening tonight. Here's Hulst. Little screen pass to the outside. And a lot of room, and it's a foot race. I don't think anybody is going to get number 32, and that is Carter Hickok. Well, I'll tell you, we just didn't have anybody behind there. No safety.
Well, they had him stopped. They should have made a tackle, but he just snuck through, and
boy, that was a long one. Steve, how long was that? 74 yards on one play. Hulst to Hickok. And on for the extra point comes Noel Virgil. Boy, the snap was low. Nice job by the holder to get that thing in place. And that one's good. So, big answer for the Hawkeyes to this is suddenly a track meet. 11-24. Yeah. We've had 3 scores since the break here in the fourth quarter. So down by 20 is Hamilton. West Catholic leading 34-14.
We just like that 20-point lead, I guess. We can't put any more up there.
Tell me about it. I mean, Union High School, it was a 14-8 game last week here. I mean, we're seeing some explosiveness now out of the Hawkeyes.
Yeah. I'm not sure that we're necessarily doing anything wrong. It's just they're catching the ball in the right spots.
Agreed.
And then maybe some elusive running.
Good play calling, I would say.
Yeah.
By Coach Harbison. Back to receive Cal Peterson and Owen Hunter. Here's the kick. It's a low driving kick. And Cal Peterson is going to take that. He's up across the 30, the 35, the 40, 45. Finally taken down.
Nice return.
Great return to the 48-yard line, looks like.
Doesn't Cal Peterson look like an old school football player?
With that 81.
The 81 and the black shoes.
Yep.
I like it.
I do too. Big kid. Hey, after the game, we're going to have one of the West Catholic assistants come up along with one of the Falcons. The coaches see fit. We'll have a little post-game interview after we give you all the stats and break down the game. So here comes West Catholic, and they're going to hand off. This one's going to go to Colin Abram, and he's met just behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. Great pursuit here by the Hawkeyes. Big number 62 coming in and plugging that up. That's Evan Nanoweth.
Well, like I said, we're not happy unless it's second and long. So.
Oh, we got it. Second 12 now for the Falcons. Ball at 46-yard line.
It's obvious we can pretty much pass whenever we want, so we'll see what he does here.
Grady Augustine in the gun. He takes a snap, throws it across the middle. That was intended for Max Wildman. Had it in his hands.
Yeah.
And then the defender, that was number 24. He really laid a hit, and that was Blake Prelip. Separated Max from the ball. He had his hands up like that. Didn't take much to jar the body.
No,
but it dropped past just the same.
One of those that it really didn't hurt that much because I don't know if he was even in front of the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
So, but now this is the big one. We want to keep the chains moving.
Yep. Here's Augustine Back to pass. He finds Cal Peterson. He's along the sideline. And he gets down to the 30, and it looked like he had some running room, and now tackled. That was Carter Hickok. Caught that big touchdown.
Yeah, he's
the last series for the Hawkeyes.
productive.
Yeah, very much so. Wildman into the game for Cal Peterson now. Augustine's got Olszewski in, and he's going to set up in the I formation. 2 receivers on the far side and 2 to the near side. Look, he's going to hand it off to Olszewski, who tries to bounce out. He does, and he is absolutely torn down after getting the edge of the field there. Gain of about 3, almost 4 yards on the play. But look at he's down right now. He was
going
thrown.
to feel that, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the back of his head, he got thrown down on his back. And so the snap of that helmet, no doubt, is going to make you see stars. But they're working on the other end of him. Looks like a cramp.
I think it's a cramp.
Who's to say, right? I know what I do my thinking with, and I sit on it most days. So let's pay some more bills here. Padgett Business Services, your small business experts for tax preparation, bookkeeping, and payroll. Don't have your tax prep and accounting be a coin toss. Leave it to Padgett Business Services to get it right. Falcon fans, visit Padgett online at PBSGR. That's PBSGR. And thanks to Mark Davey and his great staff, they're located on Lake Michigan Drive right next to Mr. Burger. And Frank's Market, located at 1020 West Fulton in Grand Rapids, featuring the area's best fresh and smoked kielbasa, awesome steaks, succulent roast, hot shots, deli meats, and so much more. Stop in and experience the fantastic service and products the Stanizak family has delivered in Grand Rapids for decades. Since 1933, Frank's Market is the only choice. Off the field goes Connor Olszewski.
Somewhat gingerly.
I would say so.
Cramps take a little while to work themselves out.
Easier than head injuries, though.
That's for darn sure. Sorry.
Augustine back to pass. He's going deep. He's got some separation, and that was
number 2.
Ethan Gottlieb. Yep. So that's going to fall incomplete about 2-3 feet from his outstretched arms. Speedy guy, though.
Yeah, he had the defender beat.
Right.
The ball just was a little overthrown.
So he's going to stay in the game. We've got Puxta here in single coverage on the near side. Here's Grady Augustine. He's under some pressure right now. He is getting, oh, wow, a great pass and completed just as he was running out of bounds. And guess who? Gottlieb coming across the field. Great eyes. Grady Augustine keeping his head up. And what was going to be a loss or an incompletion turns into a gain of 9 on the play, it looks like. It's going to bring up 4th and 1.
Must have ended up out of bounds because the clock has stopped.
Augustine and crew looking over to the sidelines to Landon Grove. Landon wants a timeout, and he's going to call one. Here with 9:20 to go in the ball game, West Catholic leading 34-14. That was kind of interesting, but a 4th down that they want to convert, obviously, and keep this drive going.
Keep the drive going, put some more points on the board. I mean, it just doesn't feel like a 20-point lead. You know, it just feels closer than that for some reason.
Right. So Shannon Murphy and Kevin Murphy, they're listening. They say hi. Steve Project, he's listening. They're going to talk about high school football tomorrow with Buck Gino on the Sports Project radio show this Saturday, 10 a.m. to noon on the Jethro FM 94.9 or 99.5 in GR. We'll send you an invoice, Steve. Just kidding. But you have to have us on the show again this year. We had a blast last time.
Steve's a fellow Bronco. He was at Western the same time I was.
And my sister, Maribeth Vachon, and her son's girlfriend and her granddaughter, Gotti. Dottie, they're all listening. And they want to know when Uncle Joe is going to read Maisie again. Yeah, you know, You get it all here. Here's a handoff, goes to Colin Abram, and he is trying to get to the edge in great pursuit. Again, that's that same look that they did before on 4th and short, and again, the Hawkeyes stop West Catholic. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Yep.
I'm
scratching my head on that one, too. Yep.
Again, I don't know whether he was supposed to go inside and there was nothing there, or if it was designed for outside.
Give me a lead blocker on that one all day long. So I didn't see anybody pulling. So here come the Hawkeyes. 2 receivers near, 1 far, and Hawkins. Nope, it is Taminga. Taminga goes up the middle. We've got a flag thrown on the play in the area of holding. Nope, they're saying it's against West Catholic. I see a
face mask, maybe.
And we've got an injured player on the field. Looks like Taminga after that. Let's see what this penalty is. First of all, it looked like Taminga had a gain, maybe 3 or 4 on that play. And again, they're working on the opposite end of him.
Yeah.
Looks like one of these season-ending cramps that we hear about. And we talked, it's always the first game of the year, right?
Yeah.
No matter what. It happened to West Catholic at the worst time, right against Northview. Took out Connor Olszewski and took out Colin Abram. Left, empty, an empty area in the defensive, and then, our first 2 runners, are out on offense. Now we're starting to see, I thought about this earlier today, we got temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Is this going to come into play again? And it looks like it is here late in the game.
Yeah, and I thought with the breeze kicking up and everything that maybe it wouldn't be a factor, but, playing 4 quarters takes its toll.
Pickle juice and bananas.
That's right.
And a lot of water and
a lot
Gatorade.
of potassium in your system.
Exactly. Hey, Epic Realty is a national leader in real estate, and Melissa Homewood is your local expert when it comes to buying or selling your home in West Michigan. Melissa can orchestrate market watches, property searches, and home value assessments to make your buying or selling process as thorough as it can be. You can find Realtor Melissa Homewood on the web at melissahomewood.com. Melissa Homewood, the Lash Group of Epic Realty, your real estate done right. And Duba Attorneys at Law, with law offices in the Amway Grand Plaza Hotel. The Dubas specialize in business transactions, mergers, acquisitions, real estate, and estate planning. A true West Catholic family of student, coaches, boosters, and volunteers. Let Chris and Don Duba help with all your legal needs. Duba Attorneys at Law. And Shaner Avenue Nursery. The fall is the absolute perfect time to create the beautiful landscape you've been wanting outside your home, and Shaner Avenue Nursery is the team you need to make the project a reality. Kristen Perez will meet and design the look you want to make your home the envy of the neighborhood. Contact Shaner Avenue Nursery and Kristen Perez at 616-293-7228. Check them out on the web at ShanerAvenueNursery.com. Here comes the Hawkeyes. And we've got some man in motion. 2 receivers foul, 1 to the near side. Man in motion. And it's a backwards pass, and Hawkins is going to throw this ball deep, and it is caught, unbelievably caught by number 22. That is Kenton Edding.
Wow.
There was a trick play.
Yes.
And what an amazing catch. He had just fingertips on that, outstretched arms. Big play is going to get down inside the red zone. Ball is going to be just inside the 20. And on the hurry-up offense, here's Hulst. Hulst hands off to Hawkins. Hawkins reverses his field. He's coming around the edge. Nice block by the quarterback and a couple of missed tackles by the Falcons. And all of a sudden, things are starting to look easy for the Hawkeyes. Big touchdown right there. So 8:24 here in the 4th, and we have seen 5 scores?
5 scores.
5 scores.
Since halftime. No, since
the fourth quarter. Beginning of the 4th quarter. This is, again, it's a track meet. Somebody play defense. Noel Virgil on for the extra point. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it's good. Cal Peterson trying to make a flying Flying leap for a block, nearly got there. So now at the 8:24 mark, it suddenly looks like a game. West Catholic leading 34-21. Crawling back into the game is Hamilton.
Well,
and they got some momentum going on, and they're finding openings. And really, some of the broken play stuff is working out really nice for them.
Yeah, big penalty there. Move the ball 15 yards downfield. We have a couple of subs in the game. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. But we always wanted a sub on offense first and put the game away and then let the defense sub on defense. But
Northview 28, Holland Christian 28. Gillen West 12.
so we have our work cut out for us. It's not going to be easy, but nobody said it would.
Oh, we got Mark Ostapovich and Missy listening down in Florida. They're listening in Tampa. He says, hi, Coach Abed. Hi, Joe.
Hey, Osto.
Hey, Osto. Awesome people.
Hi, Missy. Nice job recovering the onside kick.
Yeah, that was Jujim. Very short kick, intended to be like a chip, but really an onside. And Jujim with his good hands gets that ball. West Catholic's going to line up at about the 47-yard line. What do you say we just toss another big ball?
Well, I'd like to use a lot of clock.
But why?
I know.
Well, let's take a look. So one receiver to the near side, and that's Puxta, and two on the far side, Owen Hunter. And the handoff is going to go to Connor Olszewski. They don't want us to run the ball. They really don't want us to run the ball.
Pretty well.
They are.
But he got 3 yards there.
We'll take 3 yards every time. Forward progress as we near the 8-minute mark in the ball game.
Ball's right at midfield.
13-point lead for the Falcons. Some substitutions here. Owen Hunter out of the ball game. Lesby in. Puck's on the far side. Handoff is going to go to Olszewski again, and he's just not. He's not getting the break. He's not getting the block.
No, the holes aren't there.
Nope. So this is going to be a 3rd and long. Ball's going to be right at the 50-yard line. West Catholic's going to have to get 8 here. And again, clock ticking. Now we got some substitutions. Owen Hunter back into the game, as well as Cal Peterson. It's going to be balanced. Clock's ticking down to 11 seconds here. Grady Augustin, 5 now on the play clock. And now he's going to call a timeout. They're going to have to call a timeout. A little bit of confusion there. I don't know if they could. I don't know if he actually got the play very well. I just want, put the head coach in neon out there, right?
Yeah.
With black gloves so you can see what he's doing. You see Grove out there, Atlantic Grove is out there, and he's against a black background and a dark field and a black track. I just wonder how much you can really see. I don't know. That's just me. That's just me. So West Catholic on 3rd and long. A little bit of indecisiveness on that play calling. A little bit of confusion. They have to burn a timeout.
Which is the
second timeout. The Hawkeyes have 3. West Catholic now will have 1. And there's some big discussions going on. Again, big play here. 3rd and 8 for the Falcons at midfield. They need to keep this drive going as well as the Hawkeyes have been on offense and as quickly as they've scored the last couple touchdowns. 3 receivers near, one to the far side. Grady Augustin back to pass. He's got a little bit of time. Takes a look in the open field, and he was looking for Owen Hunter, and neither Owen nor his defender had any idea where the ball was when it was in the air. 4th down. Here comes the punt unit. Cal Peterson's going to come out, put his foot on the ball. And then back to receive for the Hawkeyes is Carter Hickok, and we just saw how fast he was.
Got to put him in a hole and keep him there.
That's well said. Here's the snap back to Peterson. He takes one step, and he kicks it down to the 10-yard line, and it looks like, it was heading towards the pylon, but it's going to be a touchback.
So close.
It really was. Speeding down there trying to save that. That's number 3 for the Falcons. And that's going to be Jacob Petz. He did everything he could to get on there, but he was about a foot and a half short.
I kept thinking it might just hang up, too.
Right,
just
take a funny bounce.
Yeah, sit down like a
as they
nice
do.
wedge shot.
All right, this is going to come out to the 20, so 6:44 to go. And you know the Hawkeyes are going to have to throw something together here. They're going to maybe dig deep into the playbook and score quickly. Yep, back to pass. Here goes Hulst. Hulst, and a quick. He went against the grain. He was looking to the far side, went to the near side, hit Colin Vork, but immediately was hit by the Falcons. That's going to be a loss of 4 on the play on that screen pass. Again, looked to the opposite side of the field and then came back to the near side.
He didn't fool those guys.
No. They had their assignments. So here's Vork. He's going to roll to the far side, rolls out, take a look downfield. He threw it darn near to one of the Falcons.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
That really would have been. That was Hudson Perry. He got at least a hand on the ball.
And he had blockers, too, if he had caught it.
Hudson Perry, a 10th grader.
So 3rd and long here.
3rd and long. Again, this is what you want.
Yep. Just watch for.
Is this 4-down territory for?
Maybe
for
not.
The Hawkeyes. Maybe not.
But there may be some trickeration in play here. Oh, he moved.
Hulst in the gun. He hands it off. No, he looks to the far side of the field, hits his receiver. And that's going to be marked at the 31-yard line, just enough for a 1st down.
How many of those have we seen tonight?
Well, I'll tell you what.
We make the hit and he falls forward enough to get the 1st down.
New set of downs, ball at the 31-yard line. Minute 45, and the clock is moving. Here's Hulst in the gun. He turns around, fakes to Hawkins. Now he's under big pressure by the defense, and he just throws it out of bounds. His intended receiver over there was Brett Schrotenboer, but he just had to get rid of that. He had 3 Falcons chasing him down.
We had good pressure, but again, the sack would have been great. Getting him back that far and keeping the clock running.
Play comes in from Coach Harbison. Too near, too far. Now Hawkins comes in. He takes the handoff. He's got some blockers, runs off tackle. A little bit of a counter. Looked like a jet sweep counter type of a thing there, Steve.
And now they're going really
substitutions,
quick.
The Falcons race out of bounds now. Hulst, another handoff. This is Hawkins again. And he's got the sidelines and brought down by Petz. Or excuse me, that was Putzka. And that's going to get him across midfield, another 1st down. They are moving the ball. Ball's going to be spotted at the 39-yard line. They're ready and raring to go. 5:07 on the clock. Hulst hands off again. This one goes to Hawkins.
That was
and
nice.
He's taken down immediately.
By Colin.
That was Colin Abram. Loss of about 3 on the play. It's going to back it up to about the 42-yard line. 2nd and 12 now, or 13. Plays coming in from Coach. 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Hawkins, nope, it's Taminga. Set up just to the left. And a little bit of a jailbreak. Oh, geez, Pete.
That would have been nice to pick that
It
up.
sure would have. A little bit of a high pass on a screen. Coming back to the ball, intended for number 32. So incomplete.
You got to tell your kids to dig deep here. You got 2 downs.
Yep.
Keep them right where they are. Get the clock running. Get the ball back.
3rd and 13. Empty backfield for Hulse. Plays coming in. 2 receivers near, 2 far. Drops back to pass. Finds Hawkins. Hawkins evades 1 tackle and gets to the sticks and 2 more yards. Ball's going to be all the way down to the 27-yard line.
I'm not sure how he even made that catch.
I don't either. And a quick spin immediately getting away from the defender. Here's Hulst again. Fakes the handoff, calls his own number. Picks up about 4 yards. Big, lanky runner. Reminds me, he runs like Carson Viss ran.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Big, long gait. Big strides. 2 receivers near, 1 far in the hurry up. Hawkins to the left, drops back to pass. It's a quick hitter. That one was going to Hickok. Went right through his hands.
Olszewski was right there.
Yep, falls incomplete. Wasn't going to get any gain if he did catch the ball. But it stops the clock. We're at 3:44 to go in the ball game. Again, West Catholic 34 and Hamilton 21. Hamilton showing a lot of fire from midway through the second quarter and definitely here in the fourth quarter putting some points up.
3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
6 or 7.
1 receiver in single coverage to the far side, 2 to the near. Back to pass goes Hulst. He's looking. He's got a man downfield. And Connor Olszewski intercepts in the end zone.
Nice coverage.
Really good coverage to the inside.
He made a great catch.
Kind of shielded himself from the, right, as a defender, shielded himself from the offensive player and grabbed position. And very heady play by Connor Olszewski, pulling down.
Now we need
another
first downs.
Interception. Yes, we need first downs. We need to burn clock. 3 timeouts. 1 timeout on the clock for
us.
Hamilton.
No, it's us.
It's us.
Yeah, they have 3.
They have 3.
There we go.
There it is. Yep.
Get it out in space. Nice little pitch.
Nice pitch. 6-yard gain on the play. Take your time getting up. I'm going to use all that play clock down.
Yep.
And now we've got a Hamilton player that's down on the field.
Probably another, well, you hate to speculate, but probably a cramp.
Yep. Oh, yeah, he's limping
the way
around.
He's walking.
Yeah, that was Royce Weatherman. In the officials' time, both teams are going to gather.
It probably works to our advantage because the play clock gets reset to 25 seconds.
Right.
And it should start as soon as the ref puts it in play.
So West Catholic holding a 13-point lead. They're going to step up. Second and a long 4 here.
Just wind it and let it run all the way down before you start the play.
Yeah, there's 19 seconds to burn on the clock. Your offensive line sits there nice and still. Colin Abram in the I formation. Snap goes to Augustin. Handoff goes to Abram. Abram up.
Got the first down.
Yeah, line of gain. I think he's got the first down. It's going to be marked at the 31-yard line. Had to get to the 30, so first down for the Falcons.
Just keep using the clock.
Family down on the stop.
So Falcons look to the sideline. Coach Grove calls the play. 15 seconds now on the play clock. Augustin steps up in the gun. He's got Colin Abram behind him in the eye. 3 receivers of the near. Owen Hunter goes in motion. Handoff to Owen Hunter, and he gets to the edge and is met right there. No gain on the play. Stayed in bounds.
I don't know if you remember way back, I indicated that we could look for that play at some point.
Yep. And now we've got our first timeout called by Hamilton. So they're going to be down to 2. 2:17 to go in the ball game. Who do you think we should suggest having come up as one of the players here tonight?
Thomas Pucksta might be a. Who's got all
Steve,
the touchdowns?
Steve, have you got?
What?
Yeah, I think so. So Steve Grooms just said that Grady Augustin has just set a school record for passing yards, over 400 on the night.
That's amazing.
Holy cow.
I know that during the Fred Julian area, we never got close to 400 yards.
Well, Dave Denbraber and
yeah, but that we wouldn't have had 400 in a night.
Owen Hunter comes in, handoff. Goes to.
I don't understand.
Yeah, that's a very slow developing play there.
And it looked like he pulled it out before he gave it back to him.
Yeah, weird looking RPO, right?
Yeah.
Hamilton's going to call their second timeout. West Cali, I think, lost a little bit of yardage there, maybe lost 2 on the play.
All right, so they're down to their last timeout.
Right, 2:12 on the clock.
I don't know if you want to throw the ball. Clock is stopped right now, but don't want to. If you miss it, then the clock stops. You let them save a timeout.
Correct. And then you're going to pull your punting unit up and get Cal Peterson to send one.
And they're going to
flip the field,
bring in everybody.
Yep,
I would imagine.
And if they are, that's going to vacate that spot right there. We may see that flyer down the field again. 2 receivers near, 2 far. Owen Hunter is in motion again, and here's a screen pass. That goes to Olszewski. Olszewski up to the 40. Yeah, he came a yard short. Picked up 12 on the play when he needed 13, and now we've got Hamilton calling another timeout, so they're going to burn their last. And great idea to slide.
I understand what he was doing. I don't know
did
if
it a yard
see
early.
The down marker, or if he wasn't sure.
Right. Needed to know where he was going. When you start sliding, gravity's on your side, right? I think his rear end hit a little bit earlier than he intended to. So let's see what West Cali does. Again, we take a look, and the Hawkeyes have stopped West Catholic twice already on 4th and short.
I think they're going to punt. I think the punt unit's on the field.
Yep, there's Cal Peterson, and he's running towards his punting position. So West Catholic's going to opt
now
to punt the ball away with 2 minutes to go on the clock. Now they're going to use.
They don't have anybody back.
That ball gets set. Yeah, Hamilton's they're going after it. Oh, and now were they drawn? Or they're going to have a conference about that one. And to see if West Catholic was drawn off, because we saw some Hawkeyes go across the line of scrimmage.
Number 11 definitely went across.
Yep. And
when the refs are talking about it.
Gillespie definitely reacted to it. In fact, both on this side of the line.
Both of our blocking backs stepped back.
Yeah, they did. Okay, here's the call from the official.
All right.
And this is looks like West Catholic's offense is going to come back out on the field.
Yep, we got a first down.
Yep.
That's
Boy, that's a tough one for Hamilton right there. About to get the ball back. They lined everybody up. Everybody was
going
coming.
for it.
Yep.
Our kids showed good discipline. All right.
So that is a gift.
Out of timeouts.
Yep. A real gift at the 2-minute mark here. New set of downs, balls at the 45-yard line. West Cal's got to run this thing and run it down. Here's Augustin, and he hands off. And there's all the Hawkeyes. We got a flag on the play. It's going to be a loss of 4 or 5, but let's see what the call is. Schrotenboer in on the tackle.
We're moving back.
And it was Julian Cato was back there for the Falcons running the ball.
Yeah, I was going to say the referee started to mark off the penalty, but
They
why would you take it?
Why would you take it?
You lost yards. You don't want to give us another shot at first down.
No, result of the play, and they lose a down. So it's going to be 2nd down and 12.
The clock should start as soon as he readies it.
Yeah, ball at the 43-yard line. West Catholic looking to land and grow for the play. Cato in at running back.
All right, so we've got to snap it at 120 or 130.
Handoff goes to Cato. He's got a couple of blocks. He gets to the edge, and he is torn down after gaining about 1 yard on the play. Clock down to 125. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 12, or 13. Yeah, 3rd and 12. About the 48-yard line.
So
they had some blockers coming from the near side, pulling along with the guard.
Grady has to use all the clock. They've snapped it a little bit early, a couple of times.
Yep. So 10 comes down on the play clock right now. Augustin in the gun.
Again.
Yeah, he did. And there goes Julian Cato.
So they're going to get the ball back.
Yep. Original line of scrimmage, and they're going to let this clock go down. I'd even take the penalty, or at least because we're out of timeouts.
Yeah,
Excuse me, no, we've got 1 timeout left. You might just want to save it. Or I think Landon.
Yeah,
maybe
I mean,
27, 26 seconds now. There's a 10-second differential between the play clock and and the time left. So down to 7, 6, 5.
He's going to call timeout or take a penalty. Oh.
I mean, here's one of those situations where you take and you run as slowly as you can towards the
you can go out of the back of the end zone and give up a safety.
Give up a safety and win the game.
As long as your punter's fast enough to get there.
And hang on to the ball. So final timeout. West Catholic maintaining a 13-point lead, 8 seconds to go. 4th down and 9, ball at the 46-yard line, and they just got to use up 7 seconds here. And you see Cal Peterson, he's stretching his leg out.
Yeah. Let's get a boomer out there.
And he's standing to this side of the telling coach, we're going to kick it. We're kicking it.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't you right now, right?
Yeah, 13-point lead, 8 seconds.
Yeah, this is not a bad call at all. It's not like we're down by 1 score. They got to get 2 scores to win this game. And they're going to go back, and you're going to see.
If he gets enough hang time on it, the game may end.
Yep. Number 32, Hickok, and we saw the speed he's got. Here's
nice
Cal.
Snap.
And a good
beautiful punt.
Yep, fielded and misfielded at the 21-yard line. And now here comes West Catholic, and a big play made there by Jujim. And that's going to do it here in Hamilton. West Catholic pulls one out. A lot of intrigue and drama here as the game came to its closing in quite a fourth quarter of play, Steve.
Yeah, a lot closer than I thought it was going to be, than it should have been, quite frankly.
It sure was.
It's nice to come away with a win and have things to work on for next week.
And they've got plenty to work on, that's for sure. So West Catholic holds it out here, 34-21 in Hamilton. So they go to 1-0 in the OK White, and it was a very interesting game. I tell you what, West Catholic came out early and marched down the field, put 2 scores up very, very quickly, and really Hamilton found their legs about midway through the second, got themselves onto the board, and we went to halftime in a very rapid third quarter.
Yep, we scored, 2 times right away at the start of the third.
Correct.
And then I was thinking, okay, this thing's going the way we want it to. But I'll tell you, Hamilton's a team to be reckoned with down the road.
They got a lot of youth.
And the coach, he's sticking within what they do well. And
by osmosis, these kids are going to go through this. This is game 4 under this new scheme by Coach Zach Harbison, first-year coach, and he's talk about a hurry-up offense, man, and they did it all game long. Really kept, and it did. I think it affected the West Catholic defense, and kept them on their heels a little bit unbalanced.
Yep. Yeah. Well, and you're never happy with a loss.
No.
I'm speaking on behalf of Hamilton right here.
Right.
But they can take some pride in the fact that they were supposed to be a 35-point underdog and ended up with a 13-point loss. So
we're going to go and we're going to try to get Grady Augustin up here. We're going to have. Let's see here. We're going to text coaches. How about Grady coming up? So Grady, a record-setting performance, 400 yards passing. Steve, you got those stats for us? We're gonna go through that. He's trying to plug in right here. There we go. Fantastic.
All right.
Thank you, Steve Grooms, as always. So we're going to take a look here. Oops, what did I do here? Oh, I shifted that baby all the way over. That Excel spreadsheet went haywire on us. I'm going to drag it over. There we go. All right, now we're in business here. West Catholic total offense, 517 yards. Amazing. But the story of the night really was Grady Augustin through the air, 18 of 27 for 418 yards and 3 scores, no interceptions for him, and that's a record-setting night for Grady Augustin, according to Steve Grooms. That's fantastic. On the ground, West Catholic gaining 99 yards on 38 attempts, averaging 2.6 and 2 touchdowns there. West Catholic had 20 first downs. On the ground, again, the Batman and Robin scheme here, it seems like. Connor Olszewski, 15 carries for 51 yards, and Colin Abram, 12 carries for 50 yards. It's been like that all season long. Grady Augustin, 6 attempts for 4. It's going to count a couple of sacks that he's had. Julian Cato came on late in the game with 4 carries for 2 yards. That's going to give you your 99 yards rushing. And, again, through the air, 418 yards. Pretty amazing. 183 of those yards go to Thomas Puxta, and he had a score in that. That's on 6 catches, averaging 30.5. That's not all. Cal Peterson, 2 catches for 76 yards and a score, averaging 38 yards per. Colin Abram had 1 catch for 38, so that's just a huge average. 2 catches for Owen Hunter, 22 yards. He got a score tonight. 2 catches for Connor Olszewski, 32 yards. Cam Inbody, 4 catches for 55 yards. Talk about spreading the ball out Did it seem like it?
Yeah, it did.
Did it?
It did.
Okay.
The yardage is amazing.
How many yards in the fourth quarter alone, Steve? You know, that's a biggie right there. But
obviously, I mean, we're talented on offense. We've got great
Yeah.
receivers, quarterback that can find those receivers. The line did a great job for the most part protecting the quarterback. But if there's a weakness with Hamilton, it was the secondary.
I would say
those
so.
receivers were wide open. A couple of times, nobody within 4 or 5 yards of where our receiver was.
yeah, and this is a departure from the first 3 games of the season too, where the ground game really had it going on.
Yeah.
And I don't think Hamilton was going to have that happen tonight against West Catholic.
No.
And they really keyed on both Colin Abram and especially on Connor Olszewski. You know, really, he had to work really hard to get his 51 yards on the night.
Absolutely, and it's nothing to shake your stick at, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we had good carries, good yards, but that passing attack is what separated us from our opponent.
Absolutely. Speaking of the opponent, 340 yards for them, which that's quite a second half of football for them. And we take a look at Hudson Hulst. He was 12 of 25 for 171. Again, keeping your opponent's quarterback under 50% of completions. 171 yards, 2 touchdowns through the air, but he also had 2 interceptions on the night, and those were key. Those passes tonight, Carter Hickok had that long one, that 74-yarder. He caught 4 tonight for 134 yards, and he did have a touchdown tonight. 2 catches for Brooks Hawkins for 20 coming out of the backfield. Colin Vork, 3 catches for 15. Damian Sabata, 1 catch for 7. And Brett Schrotenboer, 1 catch for 15. Klaus Reister started the game with that big catch for 18 yards, and that's how it broke down. So 12 catches on 25 for 209 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. The turnovers came both by interception for Hudson Hulst, and then on the ground, Brooks Hawkins, 21 carries, 84 yards. He averaged 4 per carry. And Hudson Hulst, when he was calling his own number, 13 carries, 47 yards. That translated for 131 yards on 35 attempts for them and 1 touchdown on the ground. So really, they pulled it together in the second half, the Hawkeyes did.
That's a lot of offense.
It is.
340 yards. In most games, that's probably going to win the game.
It's going to win the game, yeah.
So we were just a couple hundred yards better.
Yeah, really an unbelievable night here for Grady Augustin. This is definitely his best performance in his varsity career. Best performance for any West Catholic quarterback, according to the record books that Steve you've got this on your basement wall, right? all the records.
All the records.
Absolutely. So congratulations to him. 18 of 27. That's okay. There were some drop balls out there for him.
Yeah.
And some errant passes, right?
Yep. He threw one away at one point, but no, you got to give him a lot of credit. Of course, it's a team effort, right? You got to throw the ball. Somebody's got to catch it, and you got to have time to throw it.
It is. So West Catholic came out, scored 14 in the first quarter right away. First 2 drives, bang, bang, they went down the field. Second quarter. Typically, the second and the third this year where West Catholic's done the majority of their scoring. 6 points. Of course, that missed PAT. A little bit of a wide snap there. Cam Inbody had a little bit of trouble with it. Scored 1 touchdown in the third and 1 in the fourth. Hamilton doing all their scoring in the third and fourth quarter. They put their 21 up. 7 points late in the third, and then 14 early in the fourth. So 21 points were scored in the fourth quarter early on.
This is would be concerning to me.
Yeah.
You get outscored in the fourth quarter.
In the fourth quarter.
And
never want that to happen when you're leading. And we've seen that in the Northview game and now here in the Hamilton game.
Well, and it's one thing if you've got all your subs in and they manage to score a touchdown, but our starters win for the most part. I mean, we were rotating some people in, but it wasn't a wholesale substitution. So there's stuff to work on, and that's good, right? You don't want to get cocky or overconfident at this point of the season.
No, we take a look down on the field, and we've got, let's see, Coach Grove has just finished up with the players, and we're hoping to get one of the coaches and maybe Grady Augustin up. But I have a feeling if M Live is down there, they're going to grab him first.
Might be. True.
Might be. He's definitely going to be a Player of the Week option for M Live this week, and he'll definitely be on 13 on your sideline for sure.
Well, he's heading over somewhere.
Yeah. Take a look. So we take a look. You know what? Let's look for some scores around the area here.
All right.
Intriguing, obviously, is going to be the Catholic Central East Grand Rapids game. And maybe Darren Smith said he's going to let Caleb Hauser know. So Caleb will be coming up as our coaching representative.
Okay.
And then hopefully we get Grady Augustin there. And they're having a little huddle on the sideline. And let's see what our score stream tells us here.
Should I give this back to Steve then?
Yeah, he'll come and grab a hold of that.
Uh-huh.
So some of those big games in the area, which one? The OK Red had
Rockford and
East Kentwood here. Let's see if I can't pull some scores up online.
Your footsteps.
Oh, hey, there we go. Let's get some microphones in here. Hi, Caleb Hauser and Grady Augustin. Hey, Grady. Grady, buddy, you had one heck of a game tonight. In fact, it was a West Catholic all-time record for passing. You had 418 yards. Not bad, bud. Huh? Grab a hold of that. Congratulations. Nice performance tonight. Spread the ball out among a bunch of the receivers. And, man, I'll tell you what, how was it out there?
I mean, it was just like clockwork,
Yep.
I had my coaches in the week. They told me what was going to be there, so
right.
I was expecting it. And we knew that they were going to play a heavy box because we're really good at the run if they don't. So I was just ready for it, and I stepped up. Okay.
Very nice. Spread the ball out to a bunch of different receivers. It was Puxta had 183 on 6 catches.
Yeah, in the offseason, we knew he was going to be a dog.
Okay.
We needed him to get open, and we needed him to get out of his shell, and now he is. And I think Coopersville was a coming out week for him. So
it was.
And now I think he's rolling, and I think we're going to go from there.
Nice job.
So you're back there. You see him so wide open. What's going through your head at that point?
Just get it there, at that point. Like, he's done his work.
Yep.
I got to do mine, Coach has done his work. Tom has done work. It's just my turn now.
Yep.
I just got to throw it there. If it's short, it's short. He's got the speed. Like, we're good athletes, so, it's just going to be good.
And how about your offensive line?
Offensive line did good. I was very proud of them.
Yeah.
Bouncing back sometimes, but, hey, they know how to bounce back. And they know how to take criticism from the coaches, and they played a great game.
Good.
Yeah, it seemed like the Hawkeye defense was very focused on Connor Olszewski and Colin Abram. They were not going to let these guys run all over them tonight. It was a big spy tactic, I think, but that allowed you to do a lot of work through the air.
Yeah, those two are dogs. Like I would do the same.
Sure.
They're dogs. If they will hurt you, they'll go for like 400 each. So at that point, you got to stop at that because we're not going to move from the run if you don't stop it. So I think they were like, we got to stop the run. So
absolutely.
I think it was just it was go from there.
Grandpa pretty proud tonight, I gotta imagine.
I bet.
I bet she's happy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. So record-setting performance tonight for you. 418 yards of passing, and we want to congratulate you. That's a great achievement, and did fantastic. Let's bring in Caleb Hauser. Caleb, thank you for joining us here on the Postgame Show. We appreciate. What was your take on things tonight?
Yeah, I mean, credit Hamilton. That's a team that doesn't quit. We know they're gritty. I mean, they've been a gritty program forever. Coach Harbison runs a good program here. It's in his first year.
Yeah.
I know him back from my high school days.
Sure.
But he's a good coach. They've got gritty kids, and this is a community. It's a team that doesn't stop. So we knew it was going to be tough sledding, and it's one of those one of those situations where we're fortunate to be pretty balanced on offense. When they load the box like that, we have to be good at spreading the ball out to our playmakers, and Grady was able to do that tonight because we had time to throw. And credit our guys, they stepped up when we needed to. So when things get tough in the box and we're not able to do as much as we'd like to on the ground, we've got to be able to throw, and we were pretty successful tonight with that.
Yeah, late in the third and in the fourth, it seemed like Hamilton had a great deal of momentum, and they were digging through the playbook and finding some things, exposing some of the defensive stuff that we had missing, and came up with a 74-yard touchdown, but nice for West Catholic to be up a few scores, right? And we're able to work through it, especially the time management at the end of the game was fantastic. We go back and you went to school, right, with Coach.
Yeah,
he was a Zeeland East guy, about the same year, right, 2010. Is that right? Okay, yeah. Oh, that's right.
He's a heck of a ball player, too.
He is a heck of a ball player, and he brings up, we got a chance to talk to his dad, and he was coaching down in Jacksonville, and just a lot of talent down there, and he took some teams, and it looks like once the kids start thinking, the Hamilton kids start thinking as quickly as they need to when plays are called and stuff, good things are going to happen for Hamilton.
There'll be a problem for sure. They've always been big, they've always been fast.
Right.
They've always had good skill to go with, guys up front that can kind of pave the way. So it's a community that's looked the same for years. For decades they've kind of had a similar vibe to them. So they're well coached, they're gritty kids, and we're fortunate that we've been able to come out on top the last few times against them, and against them, it's any win you're going to take because again they're a good team.
Excellent. Well, I thank Caleb Hauser and Grady Augustin for coming up and joining us on the halftime show.
Nice job.
Good job, you guys.
Good job.
And we
Keep it
really
going.
appreciate you guys coming up. So,
Yep.
all right, you
Be
too.
careful out there.
Nice record-setting performance here tonight for Grady Augustin. We want to thank Caleb Hauser, assistant coach for the Falcons, for coming up, and we're gonna wrap this one up here. West Catholic, we've got Spring Lake next. Oh, sorry, Steve. Here's a mouse. There you go. Spring Lake. What's that?
They lost to Christian.
Oh, it's Spring Lake lost to Christian High. Okay, so they're going to be wanting a little bit of revenge on West Catholic, number one, next week, and be able to get back into the win column, certainly in the OK White. Interesting. It'll be the third away game for West Catholic against Spring Lake. We'll be back with everything next Friday. Pregame at 6:30, and game kickoff definitely 7 o'clock. West Catholic now goes to 3-1 on the season, and did a nice job tonight. We saw a little bit of everything, Steve. And we want to definitely thank you for joining us. We may see you again this year.
Well, thanks for having
Boy,
me.
the wind is really picking up
it
here.
is.
I hope it doesn't rain.
No, well, we need some rain.
We do. I got to get some
got
yard
golf
work
tomorrow.
done. Yeah, I got golf.
So,
Anyways.
it never rains on the golf course.
All right. For Steve Avid, I'm Joe Sack, wrapping it up here in Hamilton. Excuse me, West Catholic again pulling one out here. What was the score, Steve? They took it down off the scoreboard.
Yeah,
34-21, 13-point win. Anyways, everybody have a nice weekend. We'll see you all next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Hey, fellas,
Thanks, Steve.
you guys. That was an impressive performance.
Yeah.